morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our workshop today, which is how to use strengths to achieve goals. Would that be good?
Yes.
Do you all have goals already?
For this year, yes.
For this year? Yes. Okay. Who doesn't have goals? Who doesn't believe in goals? Adakah? Alright, that's alright. We'll have an understanding today about our strengths and how we can use that to achieve, to make an action goal, and then hopefully that will be useful for you. So this morning, I am Hanaa Abdullah. I'm your facilitator and trainer today. I should not stand in front of the projector like this. And I am the founder of our training company, Rema Synergy, and I'm also a certified strengths coach, accredited strengths profile practitioner, and also an IAC certified coach. As many of you know, I also have the HRD certificate. Right? All certification doesn't matter if I'm a practitioner, but I think I have enough knowledge to share with you on this topic today that you might find useful. Right, today's objectives, our learning outcomes, will be for everyone to understand what personal strengths are. And I think many of us would have heard of physical strength. We go to the gym, but how many of you have heard of character strengths or personal strengths?
I know MBTI.
You know MBTI?
Because K-pop very big in MBTI.
Right. So you're a INFJ or something like that, right? No, you would be a E.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, extrovert. Start with extrovert. Yeah. Myself, I am INFJ for me. Good. So we're going to talk quite a bit about personal strengths. What kind of things do you know about personal strengths? What makes personal strengths, do you know?
Your character.
Your character, yeah. Your values also come in. Your kindness, courage, all those are part of strengths for our character. Today also one of the learning outcomes will be to understand the benefits of using strengths at work. At the end of today, I would really like to see 2 goals, one personal and one professional. But once you understand how to use your strengths, you know how to apply your strengths to achieve the results you want at work. Would that be good?
Yes.
Yeah. And third will be to create a professional personal goal with the SMART goal framework. Okay, I don't want to see rolling of eyes when you hear SMART goal framework. Who has done it before, didn't like it?
I have done it before, not 100%.
Not 100%. You've heard of it?
Yeah,
right?
Before my boss.
By force? Okay, today will be a little bit by force, but I invite you to open up your heart and your mind to have a blank slate, because we might have a little bit of fun with the SMART framework, SMART goal framework today. Alright, so blank slate, delete whatever you used to think about it, and can I get your agreement?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. Great. So those are the 3 learning outcomes for today. And let's do an icebreaker. For the icebreaker, I would like everyone to get 3 post-it notes. I will need you to choose 2 members in the room, 2 friends in the room, write their names and a strength that you think they have So one post-it note, one name, one strength. Okay, so each post-it note has a name and a strength. The name and the strength. So at this point, even though you may not be very familiar with how many strengths there are, just, you know, your regular, normal layman language of the strengths labels that you already know. So choose two and please write down. After you've done writing, please get up and go to that person and present them with your post-it note and tell them when you saw this strength that they demonstrated. Okay? Right. So let's do this let's take about five minutes. Yes?
Is it one person, one strength?
Yes. If you know more, even better, then you have more to talk about. Okay? Alright, I'll put on some music and we can start.
So, get up. And okay. Yes. Johan. Leadership for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Frank and honest. Silma.
I thought it was two people.
No,
Frank.
tell
Oh,
also
okay.
when you saw that strength.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah,
What
leadership.
situation?
Well, this is an in-house training, right? So we know each other, we've seen each other work. So leadership definitely in work, in getting everybody together, making sure things are A-okay. Okay. What about mine?
Thank you. So yours is frank and direct. So how I see this is when you deal with a lot of bad things happening around you, you don't worry, you don't beat around the bush. You tell people direct what needs to be done and how you're feeling.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Hey, oh, you're standing now.
Yes.
Creative.
Oh!
Yes. I have no idea. Do we give it to the people?
Yes.
Oh, we give it to the people. Okay. Yes. So creative. Well, I learned my canvas from you.
Yay!
So that's creative. Yes. Oh, okay. Don't lament. Okay, like that.
Okay, I got for you also.
And then, yeah, that's it. You remove, yeah. Should we be standing here? Okay.
Yeah, yours is humor, leadership, and compassion.
Well, so you're making me feel best, yeah. Bos satu saja. Okay, humor, leadership, compassion. Thank
Well,
you.
supposed to be 3 strengths.
No, one, but she said if got more can.
Okay.
So I say humor because you always like to use humor in stuff to lighten the mood and all that. And then leadership is very good. I have seen you from past until the company, even though sometimes it's like challenging or you don't know where to go, but whatever it is, you take it on. You're like, okay, I will do this. And then compassionate. is you're always thinking about other people also. So you consider.
Kita tell your story for that.
Okay.
The story.
I go forward the story.
Take your skin.
Okay, Arina, let me give you first. Okay,
yes,
so
thank
the,
you.
one of the strengths I see in you is calm under pressure. When we have deadlines, when we have things that we need done very fast, I love the way that your tone is calm. Say, okay, no problem, and really working under pressure, it seems that you're very calm. That's what I see. Okay.
Very nice, very nice. This one was you.
Thank you.
I see curiosity, observation, and anticipation. So curiosity is because we share a love for tech.
And last minute also can
so it's always looking at things, and then like there's always a curiosity. Oh look, I found this, I found that, and then going deeper into that. And then observation, yes, you are very observant. So after, like say, after an event, and say the LHCCE, so right after that, or even first day, you already put in the group what you observe from there. And then anticipation is whenever we brainstorm or have ideas, there's always like, okay, but what if this, what if that? Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well done. Can you give yourself a round of applause for Can just, Soma, what strengths did you receive?
Oh, frank and calm. Just frank and direct.
Frank, direct,
Humor, leadership, compassionate.
leadership, compassionate. Very nice. And Adelina?
Mine is calm under pressure and creative.
Calm, creative. Okay, Johan?
Leadership, curiosity, observation, and anticipation.
We have already, so
Okay. Curiosity, observation, and anticipation.
observation.
Anticipation.
And what?
Anticipation.
Anticipation. Okay. My question to all of you is, how did you feel when you were hearing from somebody else say you have these strengths?
Happy.
Happy?
Feel good.
Feel good? Surprised? What were you surprised about?
Calm under pressure.
You don't feel calm under pressure?
Depends on the pressure. Sometimes the pressure not so calm, but then have to portray calm.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it enhances the non-calmness.
Okay, alright. True. I could probably add to the three of you for Selma, because I know your strengths report already. Definitely Spotlight. Spotlight is still number one for her. She doesn't ask for it. She just naturally has the that energy that invites attention, that commands attention in a room, and I've never seen you use it negatively. It is just such an easy strength for you to dial up and dial down. And I see you hold back also, so not necessarily you have to be the center of attention everywhere you go. So well done. Adelina, so many I could say. One off the top of my head would be good teamwork. Yeah, and you step up. So what is another word for stepping up? Anyway, that's okay. We're using normal layman language also, right? So teamwork, stepping up. Okay. I mean, of course, the most recent example of this was when you said, okay, I can come to KL. So that was great to come with us. Teamwork definitely when we have all our monthly, the reels recording, what's the other thing that we do? Podcast, yes. Wonderful. Then your creativity definitely in thinking of all the topics, right? For Johan, oh my goodness, I guess the list will be very, very long after 30 years of knowing him. One of the things that I have heard other people say about him is nampak garang, but actually he's such a teddy bear. So agree or not?
Yes, agree.
Oh, he himself agrees. Okay. Alright. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite you to write in your worksheets on the notes section for the icebreaker. What emotions came up for you when you heard the strengths being described for you? When you got to know your strengths? Like Adelina, you said you were surprised. So right now, why were you surprised? And all the other positive emotions, if you have, please record that. The washroom is inside this room, just on the right also. There is tea and coffee and some tidbits that has been made available for all of us. So we're very grateful to Night Frank Property Hub. And they do not have any buddy station at the front desk today, but we are quite comfortable. Are you all okay?
Yes.
Great. So that's so much for the safety briefing. Also, we are on the third floor. We are on the third floor, and we will the staircase to the side of the elevators if in case of fire. Okay. How are we doing for time? I think we're very good. bit this morning about your strengths in layman terms. Some are taken from a strengths profile, which I am accredited as a strengths profile practitioner and certified coach, a strengths coach from there. Some of the languages will be spotlight, leadership, humor, compassionate, creative. But we're going to get to know more later on. You also have 2 sheets in your workbook that explains all 60 strengths that strengths profile covers. Okay, little bit of background about strengths. How did the science of strengths come about? Actually, science of strengths is under the umbrella of positive psychology. Have you heard of positive psychology before?
Yes.
Yeah, great. So when Johan and I learned about, when we got our diploma of positive psychology from Melbourne, from the Langley Institute, I got to learn that actually positive psychology is not something too new. It's not something very old, but it started around the 70s and really became well known in the 80s. Why was it well known in the 80s? Is because of Dr. Martin Seligman from the University of Pennsylvania. When he gave his inaugural president's speech at the American Psychology Association during his installation, when he became president, he asked the question to everybody, all the other psychologists in the room, how come we're all looking at psychology in terms of what's wrong? How come we're not talking more about what's going right, what's going well? How do we thrive? How do we have more happiness? So psychology, the traditional science of psychology, always looking at what's wrong. So now with positive psychology, the movement is helping us to look at what's going well, what's right. Okay. So I want to talk about 2 things here in positive, for the background of studying character strengths. So in positive psychology, with Dr. Martin Seligman, also he had his other colleagues, all scientists, and they did their research, and they have a lot of data to show us that it's not just don't worry, be happy, it's more than that. Research and statistics and data have shown us that when we look at strengths, when we look at flow, when we look at well-being, the quality of life and the meaning of life for us can increase very positively, right? So I also want to talk about who the big names are for me. So this little chart with the stick man is just a visual about what I've already mentioned. See, with traditional psychology, we're looking at mental illness. Let's say this is base point. We're looking at what's wrong, why am I sad, why am I depressed, why am I suicidal. So then the traditional psychologists would, have sessions with us. We have therapy, especially CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. So all that is traditional psychology. But with positive psychology, we want to look at our mental well-being. We want to study, what makes us tick, what makes us happy, what makes us smile, what makes us want to get out of bed every morning, what we can look forward to, hopes and aspirations and dreams. So we want to move from base point to, green, higher levels of mental well-being. Would that be good?
Yes.
Do you think you're already practicing? A little bit. Okay. Right. So that's the history of positive psychology, and the science and study of strengths comes under that umbrella. Okay. So the scientists, the big names to me for the study of strengths also. Of course, there's Martin Seligman. Dr. Martin Seligman, he has the nickname of being the father of positive psychology because he's the one that got on stage and asked everybody that question, right? And then after that, but he wasn't the one that started the movement. I've read research, other scientists, other psychologists actually started in the 70s, but he made it famous, he made the movement famous in the 80s. Then there's Sue Langley. One of her top strengths is humor. See how happy she is? And when we learned when we got our diploma and learned with her in Melbourne, every day was full of laughter. And she always wears black, and every day was a different black outfit. But I love how she delivers the learning for all of us, and how high her empathy is as well when we're on the more emotional topics. She can also switch to that, but her humor is always there. Her empathy is always very nice. So I love her as a teacher, and I have heard her speak at conferences, and there is a plan to also bring her to Malaysia. Yeah. So that's Sue Langley of Langley Institute. She's a Brit living in Australia. Then very famous is also this person, this gentleman. His name is Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. So it's a Czech name, and that is how he taught us to pronounce it. Johan and I also met him, heard him speak at a happiness conference in Australia in 2008. And I thought that was very cool that he teaches people how to pronounce his name. Otherwise, you'll get Nurhanaa, and then you don't even want to attempt the last name. So it's Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. So he is the author of a very famous book called Flow. And when we talk about strengths and how we can use energy to live every day at a good level of energy, to not be drained, to not be exhausted in life, his book Flow addresses that very much because it's all about energy. Right? Especially, have you guys been aware when you've been in flow doing something and then you lose all sense of time and you're not tired? Oh, have I been sitting here for the past 4 hours and I didn't move? I forgot to eat, I forgot to go to the toilet, I didn't drink water. So that is when you're in a state of flow. So Mihai talks about that in his book Flow. Last research with kindergarten and primary school children, and she was very fascinated by how come children, when presented with a puzzle, some will go, no, that's too hard, no, I don't want to do it. And some kids will go, oh, let me get into this. So that's reflective of all adults too, right? So that, when I read that story in her book, Growth Mindset, I was like, yeah, how come? How come there are certain things and certain tasks that I just, like, it's delicious, I can't wait to get into it. And some things is like, oh, please don't ask me to do that. Right? So she then explained that all of us have the capacity, and we're intrigued and curious about different things. So when we can tap into that, what we are curious about, having the growth mindset to believe that I can do this, I can explore this, I'm going to be smarter and happier when I dig into this. So having that growth mindset for all possibilities is a wonderful way to live, as opposed to having a fixed mindset, because it's the typical, glass half empty, half full. How do you see life? How do you view life? Do you view life as a glass half empty more often than not, or is it the other way around? Cool so far? So Barbara Henderson, I love her for that, for letting, for me to be able to learn about her. Okay. Now we talk about the benefits of strengths-based approaches. We're still on background for strengths and positive psychology. So benefits to live a strengths-based life. Ever since I got into the study of strengths, it is very, what shall I say, satisfying to know that there's research to back up what all the scientists say. It's not a happyology. Positive psychology is not happyology. It's not, just yellow face, smile only. Okay, so this is some data I got from the internet. This is a slide. Research has shown that leveraging individuals' inherent strengths can lead to increased happiness and success in life. So the little water droplets is just a visual for us. We can see that the benefits include improved mental health, also increased resilience, as well as better physical health. When we have a better attitude towards the things we want to do daily, I think we also make an effort into getting fitter and taking care of what we eat and doing our exercises. Number 4, even bigger benefit is improved relationships. Important or not? Yeah. And last but not least on this slide is increased happiness. And for me, that just reminds me, all parents, whenever talking to their children and talking about expectations, they will always come back to, I just want you to be happy. So I think that's a good mantra to have, because I want to be happy myself. I want my kids to be happy. I want my loved ones to be happy. Right. So strengths-based approach. Does anyone know what a strengths-based approach in life means? What does that mean for us? What actions means strengths-based approach?
Leveraging
You can read! Yes, it's looking at daily life through a strengths-based lens. And what that means is, if I'm going out for meetings, I'm going to think about what do I want to, what's my intention and purpose for the meeting, and then what strength can I dial up. So when we talk about strengths, we talk about dialing it up or dialing it down, right? So what strengths can I dial up in preparation for the meeting? When I'm at the meeting, the person I'm speaking with, I will look for their strengths. What are they showing me? Is there strength that I could support so that we can come up with a win-win situation for the intention or the purpose of the meeting. Right? So doing everything through a strengths filter or lens has been helping me for the past 6-7 years to feel that I can manage my life better, peace and harmony, and I'm not so stressed. My latest strengths profile, my exit profile that I did 2 days ago, for the first time, my real life strengths, my big strengths that I display every day was much higher than my learned behaviors, which are strengths that I'm good at, but which drain me, exhaust me, so my orange category has decreased. It's never been this low before. So I'm very happy that the effort I've been making in living a strengths-based life is now shown to me in my report. Right? Number 5, increase happiness. Yeah. Would you like to have that too? Yes, I would encourage you to really start looking at everything through a strengths filter. Very nice. Okay. This is the second bit about benefits. This is a white paper that's done by Cap and Co. In 2018. It's research done in the UK, and it shows that 42% of high performers are asked about their strengths. It also shows that people who are asked about their strengths or use strengths are 6 times more engaged at work. Right? There are quite a number of statistics on this white paper, which I can share with you later. Also, the most significant, of course, is that again the higher levels of happiness and the lower levels of depression. When people are asked about their strengths at work, just as this morning, when you were, when your friends shared with you what they see in you, wasn't that a nice feeling? You said you felt happier, and research shows that yes, happiness increases for everybody when we talk about strengths, their strengths. So they feel seen, they feel validated, they feel acknowledged, and all of us want that. Yeah? Okay, so those are some stats. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. Very good, very good. Then go into definitions. Like this next bit. Please look at the next. Okay, good. Thank you. Defining strengths. As you all know also that having this in-house training and us knowing each other quite well is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, because I know you all hear me talk about strengths so much, but for the purpose of this recording, this video, it is for all of us to learn together more and for my reaccreditation in HRD. Okay, video? Right, so let's talk about defining strengths. Did I cover all that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good, thanks. You have in your worksheets 2 pages of the 60 strengths that's covered by strengths profile. And I want to share that with you. But before that, what are strengths? When people talk about strengths, sometimes I get asked that question. What do you mean by strength? The skill? Is it my character? Is it my moral compass? Is it, is it ethics? What is it? So for the purpose of studying strengths and using strengths profile as an assessment tool, these are the 3 criteria when we define strengths in strengths profile. Right? I love strengths profile above the other assessment tools because it addresses the element of energy. None of the others address energy specifically. So in strengths profile, this is quite unique to them. So far, they are the only company that does it. And Dr. Alex Lidley, the founder of Chemical and Chemility, is, of course, a scientist and a psychologist, and he's written books about this. And I love the simplicity of the criteria. when we talk about strengths, we're looking at performance, how well you perform in something, that would be a strength. How it makes you feel, how energetic, does it drain you, or does it, flow from behind, cheeks and behind? Does it energize you and you don't feel tired? So when you are performing that strength, where's your energy level? When we talk about a strength that you perform well, which makes you feel energized, and also you use it very often, that's when we say that strength is a realized strength. So in strengths profile, we won't cover the quadrants today, that will be another day. Just understand that in strengths profile, when you do the assessment on the website, your report will cover 4 categories of strength. The realized strengths, as I said, when all these 3 categories are high. Then there's the unrealized strengths, whereby performance, you're good at it. Energy, you will get energized, but you're not using it very often, or use is lower, that's called unrealized strength. The 3rd category is called learned behaviors, things that you are good at, you have strengths, but when you perform it, they drain you. So those are called learned behaviors in the orange category. And then last but not least, because there's the weaknesses, whereby you already suck at it. They de-energize you. So, why bother? Yeah. Right? Okay. Let's go. Next one. So you have 2 pages in your worksheets where I share from strengths profile the 60 different strengths. Not very clear on the slide. I'll improve on it next time. But let's look at your paper. So the first one starts with action. It's in alphabetical order, the 60 different strengths. And the second page, the last one, the last strength will be writer. Okay, and what I would like to ask you to do is, can you read the strength and the definition? Let's do this. Adelina, can you read for us the first column, from action to creativity?
Okay. So each strength and then what it means.
Yes, and the definition.
Okay. Action. You feel compelled to act immediately and decisively, being keen to learn as you go. Adaptable. You juggle things to meet changing demands and find the best fit for your needs. Adherence. You look to follow processes, operating firmly within rules and guidelines. Adventure. You look to take risks and stretch yourself outside your comfort zone. Authenticity. You are always true to yourself, even in the face of pressure from others.
Okay, Nurhanaa. So that's the A's: action, adaptable, adherence, adventure, authenticity. I would like to invite all of you to, as we read through these 2 pages, start thinking and feeling which one resonates, which one might be true for me, that I think I have this one. And if you have that, please circle it. Okay? There's no limit, just go with your feeling as we read through. Okay, please continue, Adelina.
Bounce back. You use setbacks as springboards to go on and achieve even more. Catalyst. You love to motivate and inspire others to make things happen. Centered. You have an inner composure and self-assurance, whatever the situation. Change agent. You are constantly involved in change, advocating for change and making it happen. Compassion. You really care about others, doing all you can to help and sacrifice. Competitive. You are constantly competing to win, wanting to perform better and be the best. Oh, I don't do this one.
Yes.
So good. Connected. You make connections between people, instinctively making links and introductions. Counterpoint. You always bring a different viewpoint to others, whatever the situation or context. Courage. You overcome your fears and do what you want to do in spite of them. Creativity. You strive to produce work that is original by creating and combining things in imaginative ways.
Yay, thank you very much, Adelina. Anybody circle anything in this first column?
Competitive.
A lot. Okay, Johan, competitive. Only?
Competitive, counterpoint, and creativity.
Nice.
Mine, adventure, authenticity, bounce back, competitive, and courage.
Very good. What about Adelina? Which ones resonated with you?
Mine would be adaptable, authenticity, counterpoint, and creativity.
Nice, very good. Okay, Silma, would you mind reading the second column, please?
Curiosity. You are interested in everything, constantly seeking out new information and learning more. Eating. You naturally focus on small things that others easily miss and sharing accuracy. Drive. You are very self-motivated, pushing yourself hard to achieve what you want out of life. Emotional awareness. You are acutely aware of the emotions and feelings of others. Empathy. You feel connected to others through your ability to understand what they are feeling. Enabler. You create the conditions for people to grow and develop for themselves. Equality. You ensure that everyone is treated equally, paying close attention to issues of fairness. Esteem builder. You help others to believe in themselves and see what they are capable of achieving. Explainer. You are able to simplify things so that others can understand. Feedback. You provide fair and accurate feedback to others to help them develop. Gratitude. You are constantly thankful for the positive things in your life. Growth. You are always looking for ways to grow and develop whatever you are doing. Humility. You are happy to stay in the background, giving others credit for your contributions. Humor. You see the funny side of almost everything that happens and make a joke of it. Improver. You constantly look for better ways of doing things and how things can be improved.
Very nice. And which one resonated for you, Adelina?
Mine would be curiosity, emotional awareness, explainer, feedback, gratitude, growth, and
So are these, when I say which ones resonated, please bear in mind, it's not strengths you wish you had, it is strengths that you feel you have, and maybe somebody has complimented you on these strengths before, so then that's, that would be good. Right? How about Johan?
Curiosity, humility, humor, improver.
Yes, I would agree with humor also. And so what?
Growth, humility, humor, improver.
Yes,
Esteem builder.
esteem builder also. Okay, very nice. Right, good. Let's move to the second page. And may I invite Johan to read the third column.
Incubator. You love to think deeply about things to arrive at the best conclusion. Innovation. You approach things in ingenious ways, coming up with new and different approaches. Judgment. You enjoy making decisions and are able to make the right decision quickly and easily. Legacy. You want to create things that will outlast you, delivering a positive and sustainable impact. Listener. You are able to listen intently to and focus on what people say. Mission. You pursue things that give you a sense of meaning and purpose in your life. Moral compass. You have a strong ethical code, always acting in accordance with what you believe is right. Narrator. You love to tell stories and see the power of these stories to convey insights. Optimism. You always maintain a positive attitude and outlook on life. Organizer. You are exceptionally well organized in everything you do. Persistence. You achieve success by keeping going, particularly when things are difficult. Personal responsibility. You take ownership of your decisions and hold yourself accountable for your promises. Personalization. You recognize everyone as a unique individual, noticing their subtle differences. Persuasion. You enjoy bringing others around to your way of thinking and winning their agreement. Planner. You make plans for everything you do, covering all eventualities.
Thank you very much. So, what resonated with you in that third column, Selma?
Legacy, listener, narrator, persuasion, and
Very nice. And Adelina?
Mine would be innovation, vision, moral compass, narrative, optimism, and personalization.
I always, every time I read personalization, I have to go back and read the definition. What is it? So it's good to be reminded. How about Johan?
Innovation, listener, optimism, personal responsibility. Yeah.
Very good. You didn't resonate with persuasion?
No.
No?
No.
You should
I'm very curious. Why?
Why? It
Yeah.
says here, you enjoy bringing others around to your way of thinking and winning the agreement. I don't really enjoy it. It's like, you are entitled to your opinion, so I don't care.
Planner was
Organizer. Planner,
I'm
yeah.
very curious about that. Yeah, I think you are just very confident and comfortable in your own skin that you don't feel you need to persuade anybody to your way of thinking. However, I would say that it's a strength because you do it well.
Really?
Many people are persuaded by you. Yeah. And you have ever said to me before that I don't want to speak on this topic because I know the moment I speak, everybody will agree with me.
Okay, agree is okay lah. Well,
the thing about the
high power.
definition.
With great power comes great responsibility.
It's just that the thing with the definitions, right? It's very general this way.
Ah.
And when you get your report, it's according to who you are. So it's a bit different.
Maybe I don't enjoy it lah. I have the skill, but I don't enjoy it lah.
Maybe it's under your learning or your unrealized.
Oh, what are these things? Wow, you so advanced, huh?
Some people have done homework,
we did a profile.
Oh yeah. Oh, not yet. I only opened the email
I
yesterday.
just told him in the car this morning, everybody has died already.
Later lah.
I'm looking at mine now.
Hello. I got planner. I got so many things planned.
Okay, so I'll read the last column. Right, prevention. You think ahead to anticipate and prevent problems before they happen. Pride. You strive to produce work that is of the highest standard and quality. Rapport builder. You establish rapport and relationships with others quickly and easily. Relationship deepener. You have a natural ability to form deep, long-lasting relationships with people. Resilience. You take hardships in your stride, recovering quickly and getting on with things again. Resolver. You love to solve problems. The more difficult, the better. Self-awareness. You know yourself well, understanding your own emotions and behavior. Self-belief. You are confident in your own abilities, knowing that you can achieve your goals. Service. You are constantly looking for ways to help and serve others. Spotlight. You love to be the focus of everyone's attention. Yes, she's just very natural in it.
But it's different when you're in my report.
Yeah.
This one's very different.
Strategic awareness. You pay attention to the wider context and bigger picture to inform your decisions. Time optimizer. You maximize your time to get the most out of whatever time you have available. Unconditionality. You accept people for who and what they are without ever judging them. Work ethic. You are very hardworking, putting a lot of effort into everything you do. Writer, you love to write, conveying your thoughts and ideas through the written word. Okay, so Adelina, which ones stand out for you in the last column?
Okay. This one that stands out is pride, but only because of the definition. I feel like pride is like something in layman terms doesn't feel.
Yeah, you know, don't be so proud, like it's a negative thing, right? But not here.
Yeah. And relationship deepener, self-awareness, service, strategic awareness, time optimizer, and writer. Although I'm always late, I always feel as much things to do in the time.
Okay, alright, very good. Yes, time optimizer means maximizing time. It's not really about
Time management.
it's not time management, correct? It's a different thing. Very good. And Johan?
Prevention, resilience, self-awareness, self-belief, strategic awareness. Yeah. Spotlight. Wah, that one tak boleh. Okay
That's
lah.
a little bit misnomer. Yeah, it's a misnomer here because it says you love to be the focus of everyone's attention. I disagree with that definition because what I have seen and what I understand about the strength of the spotlight is that you know the person with spotlight is they naturally command attention. It's not that you go in there,
No.
please look at me, I'm a peacock. No, it's not like that.
Yeah.
They might be a peacock, but they may not have their tail open. But people will naturally want to listen to them.
Yes.
Give them
I have proof.
You
It's
have-
totally different the definition.
Why don't you read for everybody?
definition.
It's a top strength, it's a realized strength.
Number one, it's been number one since way was here. Okay, spotlight. Whether in a meeting or in a social gathering, you naturally speak up and hold the floor. You find that you can get people to listen to you and focus on what you're saying or doing, whatever the distractions.
Yes,
That's it.
holding the
About in today's languaging,
Oh.
Gen Z, Riz.
Oh yes,
Riz.
you the brain.
You the Riz.
R.I.Z.
Oh my
Riz.
goodness.
Yes, that's something new, huh?
You have Riz or you are the Riz? You the Riz.
You the Riz.
You the Riz. You the Riz.
Means you
Have charisma.
you have charisma. Oh my goodness. Okay, learn something new every day. I only learned slay last year in May.
Oh, you lambat lah.
Very lambat.
Slay is millennial. Slay millennial.
Yeah.
Riz is Gen Z.
My niece said, Auntie Hanaa, slay. Oh, okay, slay. And you have to say it like that. Slay. Good. So, who have I not asked yet?
Miss.
Yes, Selma.
Yes.
Which ones stood out for
So
you?
according to the green stuff, it is prevention, rapport builder, self-awareness,
Yes.
self-belief, spotlight, time optimizer. The
Excellent.
rest is learning.
Okay. When it's learned behavior, so we're also going to get used to this term, overuse and underuse. Johan likes to question me on that. You know, what happens when we overuse a strength or underuse a
It
strength?
becomes a weakness.
Yes. So in the more advanced courses of strengths profile that I will do later, when we understand the 4 quadrants, right? So the top 2 green quadrants, realized and unrealized strength, the bottom 2 quadrants, learned behavior and weakness, orange and red. Understand that whenever you overuse a certain strength, it might shift to a different quadrant.
Yeah.
Same with underusing. If you underuse a strength, it will also shift.
Yes.
So our strength profile reports are always good for about 6 months to a year. And things will shift around because life happens and we all, dial up different strengths at different times.
It's true. My top 7 is almost every time the same.
Yes, but it shifts
Yeah.
within the 7, within the top 7, right? Yes, very good. Yes, I hope Johan is going to complete his expert profile very soon so that we can have more
Tomorrow.
meaningful conversation about
Tomorrow. No, cannot. Got so much to do.
Okay. What I would like to invite you to do now is whatever strengths that you said stood out for you just now when we read through the 2 pages, please have a feel, go through the 60 again, and list down and write down in the next worksheet what you think your top 5 are.
Does it have to be in order or just?
Yes, in order. Yeah. So, take your time. I'm going to put on some music again, and I will, after you write down, I will invite you to explain. Okay?
This is easy because this is
Pardon?
case for the top.
Okay, so it's a feel.
Feel. Right. It's okay. You have your profile. You can cheat. Only people like Johan who hasn't done.
You ready?
Now I'm going to the washroom. So, well, so now you have 7. Okay, so I would love to hear from all 3 of you why you say your top strength is your top strength. Two sharings, okay? So Mas, please start. What is your top strength?
All 5 or just 2?
2, just the top.
Okay. Top 2, spotlight and humor.
Why?
Oh my. Why? Spotlight. Yeah, I know that when I enter a room and I speak, people will listen. No matter the distractions. I have an ability. Right.
And it's easy for you to switch it on and off?
Very easy.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of times I do stay quiet until I cannot anymore.
Until you okay, alright.
Especially if I think I need to say something about this, otherwise, yeah, must.
Can you share any recent incident where you dialed up that spotlight strength and there was a positive outcome?
Oh yes. So this is with the other company I'm with. A lot of people were frustrated because things were not going according to what was planned, but according to what was wished by the top management. And they were like, hey, Nurhanaa, we know all about it. I just kept quiet because I know there will be a time for me to use my spotlight.
Okay.
So once it got into like very heaty already, and it was a room full of men, I was the only room full of men. Then I decided to use this strength. And I lowered my voice, but projected more. So it was like echoing in the room. Yeah. So the men were like, whoa. And I said what I needed to say, and by the end of it, the CEO of the other company, the investor, of our investor, agreed with me, and it totally changed whatever was written down on the board.
Give it training.
Do you know this?
Yes. How to be the best.
Raise up your life.
Okay.
These are the like,
Very nice. All right. Anything else you want to add?
no. Do I need to explain humor also?
If you like.
Okay. Humor. When things are stressed, right, it's better to put some humor in. Yes. So that's how I see things, especially in training, talking with your friends. It's always better to put humor so that it doesn't sound so serious.
Okay. Any recent incident
Recent incident.
where you used it well?
I can't remember because it's used too much now.
Yes, I think it's so naturally you. So even like right now, so that this training doesn't become boring or stale and there's more engagement, you lighten it up with your humor as well.
Oh, the
Okay, yeah.
TTT training. You also bring humor to the TTT training for the same reason.
Share. What happened?
So during TTT training, I think on a normal basis, even though the trainer was really good, I think with
Disclaimer, you know that.
Even though the trainer was very good, can go on.
Yeah, so I think the Silva could feel like the room maybe not as energetic as she would prefer. So she inserted a lot of humor or whenever there's an opportunity to do so, she'll make a joke or she'll say something that the whole room will laugh. and then after that it becomes contagious, and everybody starts. I would like
Letting
to say,
their guard down.
yeah, letting their guard down and play.
And I think when you understand that it is a humor, you're not rude. Because jokes can be rude sometimes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you understand it's your strength, it's not rude, you just want to lighten things up. And also, as I've learned through the TPP, I'm a kinesthetic learner. So I cannot stay still. There's just something I need to do. I mean, I eat, I move, there's just something. So it's also actually, I make people laugh so that I stay alert. That's the whole point of it.
So selfish.
I know, right?
Excellent use of humor and excellent use of spotlight. Thank you for sharing that. And Adelina, how about your top 2 strengths?
My top 2 strengths is gratitude and growth.
Okay.
G.
Yes, double G.
So why do you say gratitude is your top strength?
Gratitude is something that I believe in and something that I like to practice. I think also it's very much influenced by the things that happen in my life. And also I think it also ties in with growth. So the more I learn about myself, the more I learn about life, the more it enhances my not me, but my practice of gratitude.
Can you share with us any recent incidents where you dialed up your strength of gratitude and had a positive outcome?
Dialed up gratitude to have a positive outcome. Okay, so a lot of things happen recently, especially with doing some home renovations as well as my brother coming and all of these things. So there's a lot of things happening. And then some things didn't work out as planned or didn't really go as planned. But reminding myself and practicing gratitude that okay, there is progress instead of focusing on the things that didn't work out or the events that happen when some events that happen that are not so positive when my mother was around. That has helped to keep me calm and also be more productive and not just be I think the easiest way is better peace of mind and mental health, mental well-being, mental well-being. So that would be my positive outcome. Otherwise, in the past, way back in years and years ago, I would focus on the negative, and I would usually end up, in a pathway to depression. So that is also why gratitude and growth is excellent.
I was waiting and you didn't say it. I'm very glad. But for me, if I was sharing something about using gratitude, in the past when I didn't practice the strength of gratitude, I'll be rich. So well done.
Not my natural swing.
Maybe my husband can vouch for that. But thank you for sharing. And can we hear from Johan, please? What's your top 2 strengths?
Top 2, okay, humor and competitive. Okay, so humor, I use humor. I think if you ask me when was the last time I used it or why I use it, I would go back to her answer, Suma's answer, which is I use it nearly every day, so I cannot pinpoint a time where why I use it or what it becomes naturally. I think last time it was more of a wall to not reveal my own emotions or feelings. But now I see also humor has the power to make things easier. And also open doors because people feel more comfortable when they laugh, especially in meetings or tense situations, and it's easy for people to become friendlier. Okay, so humor is used a lot, and I think one of the strengths Lina mentioned just now, observation. Humor comes from observation. You see things and you can link it to a certain thing that's funny, right? So that's what I do, and I follow the dad jokes on Twitter. That's some very good ones, yeah. So I try to refresh myself also.
Up to date, keep up to date.
Yeah. These are the latest dad jokes, okay?
Which ties it to
And then I try it out with the family, they don't laugh, it's tak boleh pakai.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Give yourself a round. I really appreciate that you all are so forthcoming and allow yourself the vulnerability of sharing in this room. What I would like to hear from each of you is one emotion word after having shared about your own strengths. So,
Okay, first of all,
Just I want to go through the app.
yeah, exactly. My brain goes visualizing this quadrant, yellow.
I would welcome you to, if you want to open the app, to use it.
I think I feel festive.
Festive. Explain a little bit.
So it's in the high energy part. So I feel very high energy, yes, and I feel very, I don't know, it's a weird feeling, like abundant in my heart. Like it's a warm, abundant feeling, like I want to celebrate so festive.
Thank you. Very nice. Johan,
At ease.
at ease.
Yeah.
Very calm the first time. Very
Oh.
calm.
You feel at ease after sharing about your strengths. Okay,
Yes.
very good. And Adelina?
After sharing, I feel it's validated a feeling.
Sure.
Okay, that's the one.
I can validate that validated is a feeling, yes.
Thank you for your validation.
Most
Okay,
welcome.
you were coming out again. Alright. Okay, so we have one more module to go through before we have a break, but does anybody need a water break first?
I went already.
You went already. Okay, shall we go into it then?
Yes.
Next one. Thank you. Right. We've done this.
Question.
Yes.
Well, in the stuff that we read, right, next to it got things like communication, thinking, being. What are those things?
That's why lah, you haven't done your report.
Suma, so can you explain? Oh no!
That's why I just want
Yes.
So, yes, being is like how it's like a value.
Okay.
It's your value inside how you think of the world, how
Okay.
you behave in the world. That drives you, your
Okay.
being. So whenever you see the word being beside a character, a strength, that is who you are.
Okay.
I mean, your being lah. Yeah, okay, never mind. Moving along.
But then, okay, humor is communicating.
Yeah.
Why is it not being?
Because humor is more action.
because you are not the joke.
I'm not a part of the joke.
More action, huh? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So very good, Selma. Thank you. Your version, your understanding of those small words are actually the 5 families
Yes.
of strengths that all the 60 different strengths in strengths profile are categorized in.
Okay.
So anytime we see a strength, it will belong to one of the 5 families. So
It's a mafia.
just roll on.
One of the 5 families in here.
Roll on, you know what families there are. Just
Communicating.
So communicating
Being.
is the family, being, motivating,
Thinking.
thinking, and relating. Yes, these are the 5 families that we go into. Interestingly, you might like to know that for leadership skills, it would be good if you have the certain families that are stronger than other families, right? So, for example, I'll share with you that my strength in the motivating family is one of my lowest. I have 2 low family strengths. So motivating is one of them, and so what does that mean for me? It means that if I know I'm going to be in a training session or I need to be in a speaking engagement where I need to motivate people, I need to dial up their strengths. Because they don't come so naturally to me as my other family strengths. So my thinking family strength is number 1. Because my top strength for the past 7-8 years has been incubator. Only the last report it has changed to connector. But I love being in my head. So when you want to give me something to think about, I will say yes, delicious. Give me 1 day, 2 days, whatever, how many hours to think about it, and then I'll come up with, a solution or something. Yeah. So those are the small words next to the strength.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. Setting goals. Who wants to set goals? Oh, don't be so excited then. Hey, can I grab this?
Yeah. It's not paper.
So I'm not very much in thinking. I'm looking at it.
You kinesthetic, that's why.
Oh, no.
Not much of a thick ass one. We will be doing the team profile for our team when Johan does his.
Yes. How do I know that I'm in the thing? Because it doesn't say.
Dialogue your competitiveness.
No, it doesn't say. See, I'm in it. But am I in it?
Yeah, you
just do your expert profile.
But how do I know it's an expert profile? Does it say it's expert
You
profile?
just start doing your expert profile.
It's the same questions.
Welcome to expert profile.
Hiya.
No. Alright, what I want to
download your expert profile.
What I want to highlight is the team profile report later, when everybody has done, will show us where, as a group, our strengths lie. Okay? And my thinking strengths in the thinking family is my top. For you is the lowest. But isn't that great?
Yeah.
Because as in a team, we balance
It's
each
community.
other out. Imagine if all of us have same thinking strengths on all bottom.
Exactly.
I don't think our.
Then we'll all be thinking.
Yeah.
Right? So it's always good to balance each other out.
True.
Yeah.
How you know? Is it the
Yours
number?
is gratitude, huh? Oh, okay. So it is page 16 there.
Page 16. Oh.
And
The
Adelina,
diagram.
I haven't done a debrief with Adelina yet. That's why she's not so familiar with this.
Yours is being. Your gratitude, number 1?
Yes.
Yeah, yours is being.
You can see on your report where you have the most green in the 5 circles.
Yeah.
Oh, mine. Okay.
Mine is communicating.
Mine be and communicating like same.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at module 2 for setting goals.
Okay.
Right. My first question to you before I even go to the next slide is, why? Why would we want to set goals?
So that we know what we're doing for the year.
So that we can tell people what we feel like we want.
So that we have a goal, so that we can aim on something. So that,
we can aim,
yeah, direction.
okay, for something.
Because
Have
I'm
direction.
done following the flow. No, go.
The first 2 things just now you said, the both of you.
What is it?
What is it?
Okay, never mind. I ask you again. Why do we want to set goals? Why do you want to set goals?
That's why I answered it.
Okay, these 2. Any other to add? Adelina, why would you want to set goals?
She's not setting any decision. I can't answer.
In my
Answer
head,
for her.
in my head is just because we have to.
Same thing. Because you asked us to set goal.
No!
No!
Alright, the secondary question. Why do you have to? Why do you think you have to?
Because the students
And there's everyone waiting.
He's not.
Growth lah, growth. So that you know you're growing. Yeah.
Okay?
Because people ask what's your goal.
Real.
If people don't ask, then okay.
Because people ask.
I have no issues with my no goals.
You have no issues with no goals.
It's everybody else who has issues that I have no goals.
Okay. That's actually okay. I do have a question. Why are you happy?
B.
I want to hear Adelina's voice.
Yeah, this is how I am in class. You know, yeah, very well.
Why am I happy for having no goals? Because I don't know if it's because I don't call them goals. It's more like
Explanation.
aspiration.
Aspiration.
Yeah, I aspire. I do not have goals because goals feel very rigid, and when it's rigid, it's very demotivating for me. And then I don't want to do anything, and then that's not productive. And I don't like being not productive. Therefore, I rather aspire than set goals.
Aspire then expire.
Because aspire or inspiration.
It's an aspire goal as well. You aspire to something, right? Isn't the something a goal?
But when you say goal setting, it has a very like
It's just a term.
Oh, okay.
It's very
Okay.
So it's, so I mean, all of us will attach certain emotions to certain labels. And so for Adelina, the emotion that she has for goal setting is it's rigid, and that turns her off.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, it makes her feel not happy.
I have to trick brain and use different method.
Excellent. I'm perfectly fine.
She's the kind that she already does it, but then you tell her to do the same thing, and then she doesn't want to do it. Then she just stop.
Yeah. Then it becomes like, oh, I don't want to do it now.
Maybe.
Why I need to do it now? But if I'm not told to do it, then I will do it naturally.
Yes. And if you're inspired to do it, it feels more special, and it's nice to be acknowledged and validated. So yeah, good. Okay, Johan.
Yes.
No.
Why would you want to set goals?
I told you that growth.
Just
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay, anything to add?
Why? No, I know everything there already.
So you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okie dokie. Then your worksheet on why set goals. Please write down for yourself your 3 reasons why you think you would. So for Adelina, please change that to setting aspirations.
Sorry, what? 3 what? Why set goals? So we put down
Reasons.
the reasons.
You can think from there, or you can think your own reason, which might be more personal that you don't want to share with us, which is fine. we leave this page, I just want to ask for one sharing. For you, if you don't set a goal, what would your year look like?
Same as last year.
It will be the same as last year, which means what?
That's why I put down, I have tried following the flow, so now I'm going to try setting goals.
So what worked or did not work with following the flow?
What's the saying again? If you don't let your life, someone else will plan for you.
Did that happen?
Yes, it did.
Are you happy to share any?
No, because of
Oh, okay, right. So when we don't set goals, there's a lack of direction, and we don't know where we want to go.
Yeah.
So you've all heard on the map, to get to point B, we also need to know where we are.
Correct.
Yeah. And without goals, doesn't matter on the map. Just go any which way also can.
It doesn't gel well with my strength.
Doesn't gel with your strength. In what way?
When there's nothing to aim, huh? So competitiveness can happen.
Yes, because Johan and Selma, for the purpose of the video, it's very strong competitiveness. Yes,
But
and that's
people
you
realize that.
enjoy it. You
Yeah.
enjoy being competitive, especially with each other, and so that it helps to have goals because you see who can reach faster
Also, it's competing with yourself now.
as well.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're challenging yourself. Can you do it? Can you do it?
Right. I have my number one weakness for Adelina's information is competitive.
Yeah.
Same. Okay, so we are friends. Let's make sure we don't do projects together.
You'll never have
Okay, excellent. Let's look at the.
Hey, you only ask me.
Well, if everybody is comfortable to share, because I thought this question was, it might be a bit deep, but I'm very happy to hear more.
What was the question?
The question was, if we didn't set goals, if we didn't have goals, then what would your year look like? 2024. If you didn't
Okay,
have
also,
goals. Okay, also. Okay. What does okay also mean?
well, when you set goal, there's the feeling that you have to achieve them lah. Okay, so then you must make effort, you must do some planning and all that. So you have no goal, then chill lah, just watch Netflix, relax. But you won't die. You're still doing some work or whatever, but
Right.
Yeah.
So for somebody at your stage in life,
Ah.
where you don't have to worry about a roof over your head, you don't have to worry about putting food on the table or young children, then that's okay to not have specific goals. But for others who may need a clearer direction of what to target to earn financially for their well-being or for survival, then it's a different story. So I find that my personal experience is when I was younger, I didn't like setting goals also because I felt really hard to achieve. And then if I don't achieve, I feel like crap. So then it's, I thought, don't want to set up. So I don't have to feel like crap. Right? However, with getting into bullet journaling, with learning about strengths and setting goals, I have been setting goals. And boy, when I achieve those goals, because they can be mini ones, just I want to love myself. I go to the 3 times a week, and I make sure I make that happen. And then when I'm done, increase, my happiness increase, my self-confidence increase. But so bad, setting goals. Just start with mini one, and then after that I started setting bigger ones. For example, for the company, or for the team, or for my personal development. And as I went along and I started achieving some I didn't, but I was achieving more than I was not achieving, and that helped me with my well-being and life satisfaction. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks. I love that, because the more we understand why we would want to set goals, the higher the chances of you getting engaged in this next exercise. And making it work, Trump. And making it work. Okay, you've done this part already. Okay. This is these are some reasons that I found to also be very good, strong reasons on why we should set goals. So if you think you like these words, these answers, these reasons, feel free to copy. And did you take a picture of this already? I think so.
Wait, number 3, growth rate, which is second to your steps.
How you know you want? Hi. Do you want to join? We're just doing a in-house training about goal setting and you how to use strengths.
I got special homework.
Okay.
I mean the remedial
Feel free
class.
to be in
Okay,
and out.
I've got a coffee first.
Okay.
Let's talk about another meeting.
Okay. All right, done this one. Oh, you didn't hear my what is that?
Inspiration.
Excellent! Yay! Now we talk about the SMART goal framework.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh yes! Okay, I know you all know this. What does SMART stand for?
Smart.
Very good! What does S? What is S?
Specific.
Specific. And next?
Measurable.
Measurable. A?
Achievable.
Achievable. R?
Riz. Real estate.
You the Riz. No!
Huh?
What was it? R.
I said realistic.
Relevant. Yes.
What's the difference of realistic, relevant?
Realistic is opposed with measurable, achievable.
Oh, okay.
Relevant, because does it gel with your values?
Is it realistic with your values?
And then T is?
Timely.
Time. Yes. Alright. So we're going with these. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. The questions that are very useful when we think about setting a goal using this framework is when we think about specific, a very illuminating question that I feel we can ask is, what outcome would you like? What is it that you want to see happen? That's specific. So if you're going to choose a goal to set today, whether for your professional life or personal life, think about something that if you had all the money in the world, if you had all the resources in the world, what is it that you think you would like to have?
You really need to publicly share this. Then it will change.
You will begin to do that exactly. Okay, for you to get value out of today's training and not just, let's not be musical about it, just to fulfill my video recording. I will say you need to share.
Oh, thank you very much. Yay.
Would that be better?
Better, definitely.
Okay. I leave that open. You can do one that you can share, or you can do one for yourself that you don't have to share if that makes you feel like you can maximize the exercise. Okay? Great. Then the next question for measurable is, how will you know when you have reached this goal? How will you know when you have achieved, gotten what you say you want? Right, so the first one is, what does that look like? And the second one is, how will you know? So it has to be, there has to be some numbers. Okay? Well, yeah, so for it to be measurable and knowing that we've achieved it. The third one for achievable, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you feel that you will do it? I thought that was so in line with Silma's confidence coaching, because that is something we all need to be asked. How confident do you think you can do it? I mean, I can't say I want to be an astronaut next year because I don't have the studies. I don't have the mathematical skills in calculating distances of physics and etc. So it's not achievable for me, right? So realistic or achievable. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident would I feel that I will do it for my goal? I could probably set a coaching goal, maybe learn one recipe that would be achievable on a scale of 1 to 10. Maybe 7, maybe 8, right? Okay. And relevant, how meaningful is it? I thought these questions were very good. Yeah. How meaningful is it? Do I really want to do it? Just because I set the goal, I might look good, but do I have any happy feelings, emotions? Like, will I feel satisfied? Do I get something out of it? Or am I doing it for sure? Yeah. Usually, I can say anybody that does anything for sure, it won't be done well, or people can feel the not authenticity of that goal, and will maybe not support you so much. So if it has meaning for you, you will be able to get more support. People will want to root for you. Yeah. And the last question, time bound. When do you intend to reach your chosen endpoint? Deadlines. And I think in our team, I'm always the one that's asking, okay, when do you want to do this, right? I'm the one that asks this question all the time, right? Very annoying, yes it is. But
actually very useful.
Yes, it needs to be asked, it needs to be committed. If no deadline, might as well not set the goal.
Now a learned behavior of mine.
Now what? A learned behavior.
Because I suck at details.
That's okay, because it's my realized strength. Okay, so the third box is blank with one bullet point, because I don't need you all to answer each question in 5 bullet points. It can be one story which includes all 5 elements, or it can be a goal that has 3 or 4 elements, not 5. It can still be a goal. It can still be a goal set in the SMART framework. Okay? So I would like you to look at this first. Everyone? This is not in your worksheets. So SMART or non-SMART goals? Number 1, I want to get better at playing the guitar. SMART or not SMART? Not SMART. Why?
It is not measurable.
Not specific.
Not specific, not measurable.
Because kita kasih tahu whether the one beginner, medium, intermediate.
Exactly. What genre are you acoustic?
Yeah,
You
exactly. It is definitely not specific and not measurable. Yeah. Okay. Correct. It's not smart. Number 2, I have run a 5K race in under 30 minutes by December 2024.
Very specific, measurable, time bound, achievable.
This one use NLP. I have.
I love that you picked that up.
Yeah, that's the thing, it already happened.
Because the example that was given here was I will run, and I intentionally change I will to I have. Because in NLP, when you will something, when you want something, the subconscious mind will keep you in a state of wanting. And not having achieved it. So in NLP, we always try to make the statements as if it's happened already. Manifestation, yes. So smart or not smart? Tick. Smart, yes. It's good enough. It is specific. It is measurable, the 30 minutes, the 5K race. It is time bound, December, and I think that ticks most of the boxes. Yes. Number 3, I want to lose 10 kg by 30th June 2024. Smart or not smart?
Smart.
Smart.
It's not NLP.
Yeah, it's more
Smart. Okay, which elements does it have?
specific,
It is specific.
measurable,
Yes.
Achievable.
Time bound.
yeah, time bound.
Okay. Is there anything missing that could be in there?
The why.
Relevant.
The
Irrelevance. Correct. Irrelevant. Yeah.
why do you want to lose 10 kg? Is it for health, for a wedding? What?
Yeah. In NLP, to make it better, would be you know what weight you are now.
Oh. So like from 70 kilo to 60 kilo.
Correct. You don't have to put it. So, for example, me, let's say I am at 80 and I want to lose 10 kg. So then I say I am at 70 kg by the year 2024.
Oh, understand.
That would be NLP and smart.
Baiklah, I will weigh. Tak boleh.
The will is not NLP.
I weigh.
Yes.
But then if you don't know NLP,
If you don't know NLP, you will use the best language that you know
Who's
how to
NLP?
use to set the goal. And the chances are a little bit lower than if you do know NLP of achieving it. The chances of success little bit lower because you're not using your subconscious brain power. If you use NLP, you're engaging because when we sleep, the subconscious brain doesn't sleep. So when we sleep, sometimes we say, oh, this girl wants to lose 10 kg, this girl wants to lose 70 kg, so they put more fat or whatever for the sleep.
I wish I had that this Is it NLP?
Okay, so then so number 3 can, alright, can be considered smart enough, alright. Number 4, I have 5,000 ringgit savings for a down payment on a car by putting aside 400 ringgit every month from January to December 2024. Smart or not smart?
This one extra smart than the how.
Ha! Exactly. Is it NLP? Does it tick the box or not?
Yes.
Why? Why I have. Yeah. The original sentence was I will have.
Some action plan.
Okay? Alright. So you've seen some examples of what is and what is not smart goal. So then now I invite you to craft your smart goal. Please do two. Whether you want goals to be professional goals, goals to be personal, or one each, I leave that up to you. have this as number 4 in this activity to share in the group because if you share it, you can get support, you can garner support for it. When we share and declare our goals, we are inviting for the universe and our colleagues and our loved ones to support us in the achievement of it. And also we hold ourselves accountable because we declare it. So that is a reason for sharing. But if you are not yet comfortable to do that, it is fine. No forcing. Okay? Right. So 1, 2, 3. Please do.
rules and things like that.
As long as it has all the critical components. No need to have group sharing, but would you be comfortable to do pair?
Yeah, I can do
Pair sharing. So I'll include myself. So choose who would you like to partner
You
with.
mean group sharing as in we share together like this, huh?
Yeah. Okay. You want to do that? Okay, then the three of you then that's okay. Group sharing, you don't have to announce to the video.
Oh, but the video will do it together.
What are we doing?
Sharing one goal.
Okay.
Yeah. To each other.
All right.
Okay.
Share lah. Okay, I share?
Yes,
Oh, I
please.
share. Okay, professional one. Be a certified training needs analysis.
Be a certified
Training
needs
analysis.
Analyst.
Analyst. Yeah, analyst.
Analyst.
It's not analysis. Analyst.
You want to say analyst?
That's the module. Training needs analysis, but a certified training needs analyst. Yes.
Okay.
The reason for that is because more PTT kan, more ajar PTT, so it's better lah to have this certification. How will you know you've reached it? By registering for the course. That is the beginning. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident? 8. How meaningful is this goal to you? On a scale of 1 to 10, number 8. When do you intend to reach your chosen endpoint? December 2024. That's it.
So this goal is just to register, not receiving the certificate.
Register, yes.
Register.
Yes.
Okay, clear. I can actually feel it. It's very true for you. Yeah. Nice. Good. Thank you. I also
One
want.
like skateboard.
Goals are comfortable. It's got dates and everything.
Yes.
We have to achieve it.
No, it has to be achievable. That means you should be able to achieve. You see the
Yeah, hang on, sorry. What I learned in my ICF certification using the SMART goal, also by December 2024, it's better
1st December.
1st December. Sorry,
Mine is my sentence.
doesn't have to be sentence, we have a bullet point. You just, explain to us.
Mine is sentence.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Okay, so mine would be I am earning at least 5K a month from speaking and training engagements by 30th June 2024.
30th June 2024, earning 5K a month. So your first pay check of 5,000 will be 30th June. Okay, nice. Very good. Thank you. Johan?
What outcome would you like? Lose weight. How will you know when you've reached it below 100 kg? On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you feel that you'll do it? 10. How meaningful is this goal to you? 10. When do you intend to reach your chosen goal? September 1st, 2024. Okay, so in the sentence, it's September 1st, 2024. And today, after months of dieting and exercising, I weigh 99.5 kg.
Excellent. I like it. Alright, so the three of you understand now this framework. Is it yuck?
No.
It's not, right? It is. It's still okay. You're moving, right? Is it easier than you thought it might be?
Yes.
It is, isn't it? It's not as scary, and it's not as. For me, it wasn't as rigid as what I used to think about this.
But I want to point out, right?
Yeah.
I think it is easy for our level. The mindset that we have, the work that we do, so it's easy. But if it's you're doing a training for other people, other industry, it won't be as easy because they are not there.
Correct. It just for me that just means that if I'm the trainer delivering this module, I will need to spend a lot more time on the why. On the why set goals, I have to touch their hearts. And I have to give more examples of what is and what is not. Smart goal for them to see. And we also know that there are many people out there who are clearer on what they don't want in their life, but they're not very clear on what they do want.
Correct.
Right? So there's that hurdle to cross as well.
And we have crossed that.
We have.
So because of our work, right?
Yes.
And also our communication with each other.
Yes.
But outside it's not that easy.
Correct.
I think the examples help also.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like, how do I even formulate the words?
How do I know what I want? Nobody ever told me. Nobody ever gave me permission to think of what I want.
And the questions help, like how Ross used the questions,
The problem.
get the answers. Because it addressed all the SMART.
Like, I am so happy that the three of you get this.
Yes.
Success!
So big or no?
Right, the password here is go big and dominate. Go big or go home, right? Okay. We are excellent. I think we can wrap this module up and go for a break of 15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Alright, thank you.
And the break commercial.
Welcome back, everyone. Did you have a good break?
Yeah.
Yes. Some ate, some went washroom, but I would like to invite body, mind, and soul to be back in the room. Are we good? Phones away. Yes. Okay, good. Right. We are going to talk about putting our strengths into the beautiful goals that we have set in the previous model according to the SMART framework. Would you like to do that? We're putting things together now. Okay. Understanding your strengths. This is an activity Can you please reflect on a past situation when you used one of the top strengths that you wrote down in your list of 5 and where the outcome was positive? How did you feel? I did ask you this question already earlier, so this time I would like you to think back. You can use the same scenarios or you can choose a different one, but this time I would like you to write it down in your worksheet so that you can keep it as a story for yourself when you go and do training later on. If you want to touch on strengths, this can be in your archive. Alright? Whether you want to share or not, let's see how the time goes. But please start and think and write on a past situation where you used one of your top strengths and there was a positive outcome. Obviously, please name the strengths.
It's one of the 5, right? In the list of that.
Yes, preferably.
Done.
Please include your emotion of this memory.
Okay, so describe a time you use a top strength. One of my top strength is of course competitive. Competitive. So I like to play board games. So one of the times I used this strength was to play Monopoly with my family. And one of the reasons why we play Monopoly is also to teach them about property, investment, and also managing business and rental, create alliances, etc. Basically the winning mentality and also teaching them about strategy. I was so competitive and did not show any mercy regardless of the age of my children at that time. The children did not, my family did not like it at all the way I played, and now rather not play Monopoly with me anymore. I think this was their loss, but anyway, I think in this case I overused the strength. This is an example of overusing the strength. Yeah, so that's one of the example. The emotions I have was I was quite disappointed that they did not want to learn the lessons.
This is supposed to be a success story.
But you didn't say, I describe a time you use a top strength, ma.
Okay, sorry, the instructions on the board.
Oh, cannot see very well. A bit, yeah.
Sorry.
Generate number 3A.
3A, it's all white from me here, you know.
I am very sorry. But what if the outcome was positive?
Oh. Okay, so sorry. I'll write another one then.
Is there you know, I heard you say that one of your other top strength is counterpoint. So can you counterpoint this story?
Counterpoint this story.
Yeah. What is an alternative?
Don't play board games with me. Or if you want to win,
Warning.
or if you want to win, you make me your leader.
That's fine. I'm okay with whatever you want, however you want to counterpoint this. How do you make this experience and memory more positive?
So then I realized that my family is more the touchy-feely people. They don't like all this, you know, bloodthirsty kind of strategies. So I'm glad I am with that family.
That sounds so not organic.
Doesn't that work?
to take you
No?
without me. That's why.
In the zombie apocalypse, I would be.
He would survive and we would all die.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I just want to highlight that you can definitely use your strength of counterpoint to change this story around. I probably would like you to do that as an exercise for yourself.
Okay. Well, the counterpoint is the children probably learn that there are a-holes in this world, and they probably have to be careful of who they play games with or get involved with. That was the lesson. Not the strategy, the rental and all that. They learn that people's character got flawed.
Yes, I can accept that. Just recently we heard from, you know, a business person that they had to, you know, in the securing of a very big deal, they had to deal with some sabotage from the client internal teams, and so this business person used his strength of I think wisdom after being in business for so long and dealing with different characters. He knew how to stay calm, right? Instead of in his previous when in his younger years, he would probably have allowed himself to communicate expressively, whereas he controlled himself much better this time. So that I see strengths coming out from that story. Same as this one. I know Johan is using his strength of humor to entertain us, but definitely his strength of counterpoint is very useful to shift. the
Not the
practice.
humor, but I also wanted to share that this is an example of overuse because we talk about
Correct.
strengths and all that, but you need to know what can happen if you overuse your strength.
Yes. For me, the point of this exercise for all of you is to recognize what strengths you can dial up.
And shouldn't.
Okay. All right. Adelina, would you like to share something?
Okay, so my top strength that I chose to write story about is explainer. I do training on branding, and branding is very abstract. For a lot of people, it's very difficult to grasp the concept of branding. It can be defined in words, but to actually understand it, it can be difficult. A lot of times, my training is not that long. The branding is kind of a lifelong thing that you have to observe, pay attention, and all of these things. So I use the strength of explainer in breaking down or finding ways to explain such a complex topic, such a broad topic, into a more simplified manner, using images and allowing the participants to give their feedback on the images to exemplify what branding is. And because of that, they immediately get a sense of understanding, even though it's not deep, but they get a sense of understanding what it's about, and that made me very proud, very happy, very excited, very grateful that they understood that it worked.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you. That's a very good story. So what?
This one is a mix of, it's a mix of two of my top 5 strengths, adventure and courage. So this is not so much me being the doing, but I am using these 2 strengths, adventure and courage, and giving it to my coachee. Yeah. So this coachee of mine, she is very capable. However, not assertive.
Not assertive.
Yeah. Number 1, not assertive. Number 2, she is very shy and she doesn't see the point of small talks. And as we know, this is something like a politic club in the office, and sometimes it's necessary to be able to have these skills to maneuver in the office. So I gave my adventure, I put my adventurous kind of a thinking and created a model for her so that she can see how to use some of her strengths and make it adventurous for her so that it makes sense to want to go into the politics of the office, to do the small talks, so that also can build up her assertiveness and get a promotion. And courage as well. Courage is also one of my top 5. So it's not that I don't feel the fear, I do, but I do it anyway. So that was something that I tried my best to translate in actionable way for her to be able to do it, to get it from me and then do it herself. And I'm very happy to say by 3 months of my coaching together, she got the promotion. She got the promotion and she was so happy with it that she even told her friends about it, and I got even more referral clients from that situation. So I am happy and satisfied from that.
Fantastic. And also, do you have empathy in your top strengths?
It's a learned behavior.
It's a learning. So which strength do you think came into play that you recognize that she has a sense of adventure?
I think rapport builder and compassionate.
Okay, excellent. So you just recognized another 2 strengths because I thought it was a great achievement that you recognize that I'm going to appeal to her sense of adventure. So I need to put on my adventure hat to think of of creating and designing the module that will work for her, that she doesn't feel like it's so rigid and and not wanting to do it. So congratulations, well done. Okay, I love that. Because the more we share and pick out when our antennas or our focus is on, what strength do I have that I can develop? What strength did I use last time in that situation, or in the other situation, or with that person? What strength? If you keep asking yourself that question, then it becomes more normalized as we go along, and you will be able to do this skill called strength spotting for yourself and for other people. It is a great skill and so easy to do. The more you do, the better you get. And who doesn't like to hear from you what strength you spot in them? It's great for rapport building, relationship building as well, right? So please hone that skill more. I wish you all the best in that. Okay, strength spot. And now we go into a little bit of technical. Before that, in the spirit of sharing just now, I want to ask if anyone wants to share another story because you are in the mood. Any other? Floor is open.
Don't dare already.
Like I said, the more you share, the more you learn. But if not, we'll go straight into this technical bit. Share up now.
I share one.
Yeah.
I think I will share on feedback. Feedback. This one I use a lot because I think it's also coupled with improvement. So when I see things, it just pops up in my head, and usually, and also I learn now to ask, would you like some feedback?
Instead of just offering.
Because sometimes it's like word diarrhea, I just, I gotta tell this person. Feedback, I think I will use the example of our training in Tawau. And when the training was going on and then all the things were during Johan's session, the first session. Then after that I went to see him. First I told him that write it down, tell Johan later. So then after that I told him and shared, okay, maybe I said I have a few ideas of things that pop up while we were doing your presentation or training. Would you like me to share with you? Okay. I was open to it. So I shared what could be done, or what are the things that maybe we can change this a bit, or we can add on an activity so that there's more movement. And he was very grateful and thankful for all the suggestions. So that also made me very happy.
Yay! Good. Thank you. That's absolutely using your strength of feedback, and I have benefited from that strength also from you. Yeah. Excellent. I love it. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Great. And now we're going to go to the 7 strengths strategies on how we can use strengths to achieve goals. So it's a little bit technical. There's seven strategies here, and I have taken the liberty of including it in your worksheets, your workbook. So I don't have to read every line, but we can talk about each strategy a little bit. And then you can see later on how you might like to employ 1 or 2 or all or any of the strategies for yourself. Okay, strategy number 1 is to identify and understand your strengths. So with this one, every time we talk about strengths, my goal is to nudge and help people to go into an assessment tool. And in the market, there's the strengths profile, which you all have done. There's the BIA, and there's the Gallup, there's the Strengths Finder. These four are the top four assessment tools out there in the market. Yeah? If a client can bring themselves to take one of these tools, then the report we know is research and evidence-based. It's not a guessing game, it's not personality profiling. These are strengths profiling, which is based on science. So it's good to identify first, get to know the language, and then we know how to use it later on. Okay, so there's also the strengths definitions, which you have a copy of. And in our company, we have gotten that translated to Bahasa Malaysia, and that is very useful for using with other teams later on in Malaysia. Okay, past successes. So today we've covered this part, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah, the strategy. Okay. Any questions? No. Strategy number 2, set goals aligned with your strengths. You have set goals already. We have not aligned your strengths to those goals yet. We will do that after this in an activity as well. It would be good, the SMART goal framework talks about relevant, the R. This is that part also. Make sure your goals are aligned with your strengths, because if it doesn't have meaning for you and you can't align it with your strengths, it things that you can do easily and naturally that you don't get exhausted from, then that goal is probably not going to happen very soon. Yeah? Customize your approach, match your best strengths for each goal. For example, if one of your strengths is creativity, look for innovative ways to reach your goals. So I think you understand very well at your level how you can identify which strength for which goal. Yeah, please customize your approach. Strategy number 3, apply strengths to overcome challenges. So we talked about, only Johan strayed from the conversation. Everybody else, we'll be talking about positive outcomes, successful incidents in the past. However, it's fine because that's how authentic he is. He understood the question differently, and so he shared accordingly. Which is, we are all trainers and coaches here that are experienced enough to go with the flow. There are no right and wrong answers when it comes to coaching. Everybody is an expert in their own right, especially of their own lives. So, and therefore, especially of their own stories. Please apply your strengths to overcome challenges. So it's just the same system. How I asked you to look for strengths in positive outcomes in the past. Please also spend time thinking about past challenges where you utilized some strengths and you didn't know you had that strength. But now that I'm asking you to focus, look at that incident, that challenge with the lens of strengths, that I actually used that strength. And I used another one. I didn't know I had that. Okay? So definitely strengths is very useful when it comes to helping us overcome challenges. Also, not only for problem solving, perspective shifts. I recently coached someone who inherited a house from a relative that passed away, who had no children, so gave her the house. And this person was so bogged down by, it's so much fun. I have to find a lawyer, I have to go to the sort out her retirement, just because she was also the administrator of the estate. So the whole time she was sharing with me, the energy was so heavy because she did not regard the from the relative as a gift to be enjoyed later on. She could only see, and she was so bogged down by all the administrative stuff, the court, the legal stuff, the driving up and down, the finding the documents, going to the banks. She was so bogged down with all of that. She could not regard the gift as a positive thing. And I just asked her a few questions to shift her perspective. And I said, inherit a house, get all the paperwork money. And after that, because she's already living in a house that she's paid for, so after that, it can be an investment, right? Rent it out and rental income or sell it. Take that money and do, the business that you want to do. Isn't it a gift from heaven, from your relative? She couldn't even see that because she was just so I helped her shift her perspective, and we can use our strengths to do that. Strategy number 4, strategic strength application. So we talk about application, and this is where the overused, underused terms come in. And Johan really does test me and my knowledge in strengths as a strengths coach, because he will ask me, what if I overuse that particular strength? Then what happens? What if I don't care or don't know that I underuse this strength? And so he keeps me on my toes, aware of these terms of that overuse and underuse. Let's keep a balance. Know and use wisdom to know which situations I need to dial up certain strengths or dial down certain strengths. Like, I think all of you have expressed sometime in one of your stories this morning, I held back. Not everybody likes feedback, right? I ask permission first, and my family doesn't like my competitive strength. So there are times to dial down certain strengths, right? Even though it's your top strength. So be aware that you can overuse and you can also underuse. The best is to balance. Be mindful. Okay? Explore and cultivate underused strengths for new strategies and achieving goals. So in strengths profile, one of the quadrants is unrealized strengths, which means that strengths that you are good at, your performance is high, but you don't use it very much. And the recommended action for the strengths that show up in that quadrant is please use more. That's for those that are underused. Combined strengths, I love it. Just now Silma said that, her second story, her other story said it's a combination of courage and adventure. So beautiful, that illustrates my point here. Often combining several strengths can be even more effective than relying on one. So know that you can do that, mix and match also. Okay, strategy number 5, develop a growth mindset. I mentioned this from Barbara Fredrickson earlier. When we have a growth mindset, challenges become exciting. Know that you have the strengths to treat everything that comes your way as something you are capable of growing into the solution. I love that when we switch on our growth mindset, the possibilities are endless. There's never a dead end. So it's never the end until the family sings. So really, only if we die physically, cannot function anymore, then end of story. But until that happens, every day, every moment, we are capable of using our growth mindset to make good decisions, to take good actions, and life becomes very enjoyable. Okay? Growth mindset also is very good to seek feedback. So everybody can start looking for Adelina.
John also got feedback.
Yeah? Okay, strategy number 6. Create a support system. Strengths-based teams. You know how many years I've been wanting all of us to do a team profile, to kumpul, to group all our strengths, see where we excel at, see where we might be lacking so that we can support each other. The more I talk about strengths, the more I encourage and nudge all of you to look at things from a strengths lens, the stronger we are to support each other. Yeah. So I think create the support system, and in Rema Synergy we are constantly on that journey. We have a supportive system. Mentorship and coaching, well, that's our line of business, so we don't need to talk too much about that. We can definitely coach and mentor each other. Strategy number 7, communicate your strengths, advocate for yourself. Clearly communicate your strengths and how you can use them to contribute to projects and so on. So, how many of you know what's my top strength? Yes, I talk about it so much, and I'm not shy to say it, even though when I first discovered, or when Johan and I first discovered that my top strength was incubator, it explains so much, and a little bit humorously and negatively, as in we are in the deep conversation about something, and then suddenly I am quiet, because I'm incubating, right? And he doesn't know what happened, how come I switched off. And after we came to know strengths in language, then when I became quiet, he can say, are you incubating? Oh yes, I am. Thank you for asking. Yes. So then he'll give me the space to incubate, and then I come back into the conversation and things go on. But until I knew that, I couldn't communicate it, and that makes it harder for other people to deal with me. Right? So now I'm not shy to tell everybody I'm an incubator. In case I switch off, that's what happens. Right? So then it makes things easier. Please do also clearly communicate to other people what your top strengths are all the time, because it's not just about other people dealing with you well, it's also about how our strengths might be able to be used in support of others. Right?
Incubating is my weakness.
You know, the 60 strengths, it doesn't mean we have to have right in at all 60, right? It's humanly impossible. Yeah, it's humanly impossible to have high in all 60. So we have to have weaknesses in some of the strengths. Okay, so communicating that and tailoring your communication to use your strengths to let people know what is suitable in what situation. Alright, so these are the 7 strategies for using strengths to achieve your goals. Any questions? All okay? Excellent.
What do you want to set a goal that's not aligned with your strength? So sometimes, like just not an example, where sometimes you are asked to do a goal, set a goal. Okay? Then, but it doesn't suit you.
So do you have an example?
Okay. I am asked to go and do something with a very rigid organization that does not know humor, and it's not about competition, it's not a business, it's like an NGO. So they're all very chill.
So a goal that you might be asked to set would sound like what? You have to go and achieve something.
Go and collaborate with this group of people. Do something.
So your top strength is you are competitive, you have humor, you have counterpoint, but you are asked to
Make a bridge to these people.
Make a bridge.
I mean,
Like do a membership campaign or something.
connect with them
for
like
this
that.
NGO that is
Yes.
very chilled and laid back and
Yes.
not competitive at
This
all.
is a job pass, a job goal. Let's say, yeah.
Okay. So you are asked to set this goal.
Yes.
And
The
it's
goal
not-
was set for me.
The goal was set for you,
Ah.
but you are a member of this association.
The one that needs to go to that
You need
association.
to go there.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know that this task, this goal is not aligned with your strengths.
Okay lah, easier lah. Sales goal. Okay, but I have no sales skill. I don't like people. I don't like to talk.
Okay, me, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, for example, I am asked to do a sales job, and I really don't. I'm not good at it. My strength of incubating, my strength of just being in my head a lot, thinking skills, thinking strength is very high. Motivating strength is low. Persuasive strength also not very high. I would be asking the person that gave me that goal to set. I would be very upfront and vulnerable with them and say, this is not my strength.
But can they accept it?
I would remove myself from the environment in that situation.
Okay.
Because going into it and knowing that I'm tasked to achieve that goal when I'm not using my strengths means negative outcome.
And also to answer Johan, right? So this is the reason why we need to finish our report. Right?
Finish already.
Okay, so
Submitted already.
So normally when a job that we are asked to do is not according to our strengths, our top strengths, you can look at your unrealized strengths as well. If there's something that you can go there, for example, okay, give my own example. So empathy is something that I've learned. It's a learned behavior for me.
Okay.
However, my unrealized strengths, number one, is compassionate. So compassionate and empathy is almost similar, right? So what I'm trying to say is there is always something in your top 60 that you can use to be able to use that in the situation where you feel yuck.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's the reason why it's super awesome for us to understand our strengths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The quadrants, right? This is realized strength, unrealized strength, learned behavior, and what weaknesses. So apparently, the research has shown that the chances of anyone globally having the exact same combination of strengths is something like less than 1%.
Okay.
Alright? So all of us have our unique blends of strengths. So Johan, just now you have humor in your realized strength and also
Self-awareness.
competitive. Okay? Do you know what you have in your unrealized strength?
Oh,
Doesn't
you mean
matter.
my-
It takes so much
Okay.
time because this can be just a combination of all of us. Unrealized strength, you have compassion. And
this report, the newest one, my top strength was gratitude.
yes.
Ah.
So you do some.
So the two of you the same. Yeah.
Weakness is
Weakness is empathy, was it? So
mine incubator.
Okay. We don't put competitive here lah. Persistence. I think one of you type optimizer.
Not me.
Okay, doesn't matter. Let's put that.
Somebody else.
Okay. So in a situation where, okay, where, let's say this is me.
Time optimism, me, weakness.
Oh,
Weakness.
I thought I saw time of
That's a weakness, red color.
Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. Let's say this person was asked to do a sales job.
Okay.
Alright? Then and the sales job for an organization that doesn't have humor and has shit packages. Right, oops, this is a video. So the awards and the rewards are not very attractive. Okay. Then the strengths are not very aligned with the goal that is being set. I really would remove myself from that situation. What can I do? I could up my compassion listener. Then I would listen to my boss. Right? I would listen to my boss. Perhaps ask be a bit more compassionate. This organization very humorless. Maybe because they're going through a rough time. I could up this so that I can have a more peaceful existence with the organization.
Or also be an assistant to someone who can do that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So as a team, we know that we are balancing each other out. What you have as a weakness, I have as a real strength, and vice versa, right? So we can definitely partner with people who can get the job done better. So the direct answer to if we are being given a goal that it does not align to our strengths, keep it somewhere.
Okay.
Yes.
Acceptable?
Acceptable. Then generous, she's giving you so much. Answering your question.
You never ask question. Just now she asked a question. You said no, we're okay.
Okay, cool. So now I would like you to turn back to where you set your SMART goals, please.
That's my goal, module 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And can you please check where you have circled and said that the strengths you have, which ones can be used for the goal that you have written down? Wow.
Where you love?
I realized my goal, right? It's September 1st, 2024.
Oh, this way.
And today, after months of diet and exercise, I weigh 99.5. I can use my strength of optimism. It might not happen, but you're optimistic.
Please choose the strength that you think would be most helpful for you to achieve this goal ahead of time or with more ease and comfort. Less challenges.
Wah, semua kompetitif. Somebody gonna get hurt here.
Who's gonna get hurt?
Somebody.
Oh, okay. Yes, understand.
You all have two goals, right? Do for both of these.
I realized something else.
What?
Let me add it.
That's really the whole point of this, of learning strengths. We don't know what we have until we pay attention. Oh, I can use this strength. I didn't know I have it.
That's the thing, right? In the world of us being always realistic about the things like that, you don't have a specific time to do that.
Self-reflection.
Yeah, so
We are consuming all the time.
it is. So it's a privilege, I feel.
So, if gratitude is my strongest strength now, should I change my goal to I'm grateful that it's September 1st and I now weigh 99.5 kg?
Yes.
Oh.
Because you're tapping into something that comes easily to you.
You're grateful for five of us.
Huh?
You're grateful
One.
Top.
One.
Number one. Ah.
One.
From before ka? Last time not gratitude.
No, mine also changed. Now it's
Wait, that's my
connected.
gratitude.
Mana? Tong sampah.
No, go on. Number 8. Number 8.
Of realized strength.
Realized strength, yeah.
Great.
How come you got 8 right? I got 7 only. Oh, competing already. I only got 7.
Page 3, the full 16.
Oh, page 3 ah.
Okay, are we done?
Yes.
Have you matched your strengths to your goals?
Yes.
Alright, so what? Please share.
Okay, so the goal is to be a certified training needs analyst, right? And the thing that makes me know that I've reached it is to register for the course. So I decided to use my time optimizer strength, planner, and inventor, because we need somebody that can go into this.
Right, well, time optimizer is a learning behavior.
It's unrealized.
It's an umbrella. Fantastic. I love that. Okay, the second goal.
The second one is personal.
Okay, and you know the strengths that you want.
Yes.
Okay, great. So the strengths that you've chosen for those two goals both come from realized and unrealized.
Correct.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you very much. Adelina, how about you?
Okay, so for the goal, just now the strength and but is it from here or from here? Which is the strength?
From your goal.
So let me just double check. I think they're all here. Yes, they're all here. Okay. So I use creativity, growth, and strategic awareness.
For your this goal is which one again?
This one is the speaking and training image.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And the second one?
Second one is personal, but I use strength, adaptable, and optimism.
Nice. Both are from the two green quadrants, right?
And actually is oh, it's not check. Optimism, yes. Adaptable things, oh no, this one is learn behavior, change.
Yes.
Okay, the other one, optimism and
Why she changed? Because she had to use realized strength. Huh?
Because
Yeah,
you
that's
actually,
true.
because the adaptable is actually a learned behavior, which means that she's going to use a lot of energy and she'll get tired very easily. It's de-energizing. So let's not do that. Let's not.
resolvable.
Yes. Let's use the strengths that energize us instead of de-energize us to help us achieve our goals.
Yes.
All right. Johan, got any more to add?
No, I use well, besides gratitude, I would use competitive, which is 7th in my realized strength, and also optimism, which is a bit far back down. But I need to be optimistic because cannot eat so much.
You're optimistic to use optimism.
Funny. Consumer disclaimer.
It's an unrealized strength. I need to use it more for me. Okay, excellent. So you guys get the gist of this, right? How to use your strengths from your profiles. And for the purpose of this workshop, actually, for the future participants who have not done the profile, I will just use the 2 pages of the 60 definitions. Because that one is based on their own judgment and feeling, which is their strengths. Excellent. So this is just an example of what I thought you guys, what it might look like. Right, we are on to module 4 for the action planning. Any questions from the previous segment? All good?
Yes.
Thank you. Right, action planning. This one, actually this can go as fast or as slow as we want it to, okay? So I think the preference is let's go faster. In your workbooks, there's the 7-step action plan. I have summarized everything down to 7 steps for you to create an action plan. What is the next step for you to actually pick your strengths to match with your goals so that you can achieve your goals faster and more efficiently and happily, right? With as less stress as possible. And what are the 7 steps action plan? Step 1. Okay, this is a little bit fill in the blank, so you need to read the slides.
Yeah.
Review your
Smart goal.
SMART goal. Why do we need to review the SMART goal?
So we know how to, is it specific, measurable?
Yes, thank you very much. Check that all the critical components are there. Otherwise, that goal is going to be a la 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 goal and you're not going to achieve it.
Yeah.
Step 2. What is it?
List the obstacles you may have which will hinder your journey.
Right. So in all our goal setting, are there obstacles and challenges that may come up? Definitely. If you can anticipate it, especially those who have the strength of prevention, that will be useful. Yes. Okay. Next, step 3. Read.
Resources you may have.
List the resources you have which will support you in achieving your goal. Is it good to do a checklist? Who can help me?
Yes.
Do I have enough money in the bank?
Yeah.
And then I go, do I want to use my own money in the bank? Or should I use OPM, other people's money? Okay. Whatever resources, list it all down. Step 4. Consider which of your strengths can be done up to support you to achieve this goal. And the whole morning we'll be talking about that. Step 5. See, no man lives on an island, correct?
Correct.
We all need each other. Okay. Step 5. Plan what actions will move you towards your goal. Okay. We all know, right? Setting goals is one step only. No action means everything is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 7. What's your next step? Do you know if you are the next step?
1, 3.
Yes. One foot in front of the other. Baby steps. Okay. The next one is in your worksheet you have filled up already the 7 steps. Now please list your obstacles and resources and the strengths. Balik I ask you to keep repeating the strengths, but now is the first time I'm asking you to think of the obstacles or the goals that we have set this morning.
It's not really easy one to fix.
Okay.
Resources is also a human value.
This whole thing is one day. For any participant is one day.
For the purpose of today, for my pre-accreditation, is 4 hours. But I can do this to teams they provided. They do the
Free.
profile first.
The profile one day, and then this one.
Okay.
Is there studies are done the difference between this in the daytime and nighttime?
I don't know any research,
Maybe
but we're talking about the human capacity for learning and absorbing. So, generally speaking, because of our circadian rhythm, the body shuts down and stuff.
Do we fill up the my action plan as well?
If you like, move ahead, yes please.
So this one needs to be in sentences or point form?
Whatever works for you, it's your action plan.
off topic, how do you create hunger in someone if they're not hungry? Either I use the wrong word, hunger, or motivation. Because everyone coming with a different phase in their life, or different phase or journey or challenges.
How do you create it?
Motivation. I know motivation for me is a very general word, but hunger is different. You create a hunger, but always people only have hunger when they face trauma or calamity or
Hardship.
rock bottom really.
Hardships.
But
You know that comfort is the
biggest
it's the
enemy.
biggest enemy to
Growth.
achievement. Yeah, growth.
Okay, behaviorally, there are only two things that motivates a human being: fear or love. Compassion or fear. Okay, so in trauma, generally it's fear. I don't want to be in that situation yet again. I've been there. I need to move away from it. So you're moving away. You are driven. Another one is love. You really like something, so you go towards it. So sometimes using those two, one would say, okay, for people that have gone through trauma, hardship, etc., it might be on surface easier to motivate them towards something. But people that haven't gone through that, then you have to find a story or a link to something that they're really passionate about and see how what you want them to do or achieve links back to that.
How to create artificial trauma.
Very good. There are ways. There are ways to do it, but you could create it in a team building situation. Okay. Okay, so the best people that would create the artificial trauma would be insurance agent lah. What if you kena langgar, lose an arm? So sometimes that is their way of creating an artificial trauma for you to buy a product that you may or may not use. So stories is one way.
Yeah, personal stories. I mean, for me, I always use Johan's heart attack.
It could happen
I
to
always
you.
use Johan's heart attack because I'm so traumatic and so in my face. Really made me reassess every year.
So that's general. So if you know that person better, then you may know what their fears are lah, then you could play that out.
I wanted to answer your question immediately with you have to build rapport and trust first to find out what makes that person think.
The other dark psychology is hypnosis. I would
Okay, back to the room.
Oh, really?
Please. Action plans. Selma, you look like you're done. Johan done.
Yes.
Okay, Abdullah need a little bit more time. Okay. Because after this, I would like you to do peer review.
Huh?
Why?
What? How to be
Peer review. So listen to each other's action plans and please, this is a safe space. Give each other the feedback and constructive feedback. Do you think it will work or not when you hear your friend's action plan? And does it feel true? Does it feel authentic? Does it feel like, it's just, I'll just write whatever because this is not really, I'm not in a good mood today, whatever. So give each other the time and the respect so that we can support each other in our goals.
Very Yes, looking at me because yes.
Look at everybody. Don't be so sensitive. What I would love to hear is the feedback that your immediate action steps that you've listed, 1, 2, 3, are very actionable.
Specific.
Very specific. Yes. You are clear on what you need to do when you leave the room today towards achieving the goal that you set in the morning.
Oh, sorry, I missed the page, but I can do it.
Pardon?
That's okay. So, who's going first?
I'm giving candidates some time
Oh.
to just finish up. For them to get value, okay? Right, ready?
Yeah. Ready for
Right. To do peer review. Right, listen to each other. So I think all three of you together. So you can sit closer together in your discussion for review of each other.
The camera's
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you come to me. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought I wanted to
Is
be
it
captured.
captured?
Yes, yes. Okay.
No, only my head.
It's not 360.
No, not 360. Because
You
360
have
take up
10
the target.
minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's why I thought we sit there lah.
Ah.
Okay, why don't we do that? You move back.
Move back. Oh, like the
Meeting.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Rema. Never participate.
Okay, who's going first?
Bagus lah supaya kasih siap.
Boleh kecuali your backup. Can you use it?
Okay.
Okay.
So you can go ahead.
This might be too long. Okay, so I go first.
Yeah.
So I go with my weight loss. So I restate my goal by September 1st, 2024. Through months of dieting and exercise, I will weigh 99.5 kg. Okay, right. So the obstacles are, of course, knowledge first, what to do to lose whatever weight I need to do, consistency, and also external factors. External factors like family dinners, Raya open house, so that's why none lah this year, because I wanted this year, Raya open house Saturday. Things like that. That's not helping. Okay, so the resources I have is a PT coach, of course, nutritionist, Pani, so she does the exercise also after. So these are some of the resources I have. Other resources I listed down. Let's say health-wise, there's supplements, TikTok channels, etc. That you can get more information. They give you quick exercises, etc. Okay, so the strengths I can bring to apply to this is my sense of competitiveness. Okay, so competing in itself, want to carry more, want to lose, right? Of course, self-driven very high. Other things is improver. Okay, how does that play into this? Because I learn and I also control what I complete. So I can also change the portions as well. So for example, one of the examples that is, because I am the one that handles the kitchen, I make sure I have salads, I have protein, I reduce my, one of the things I've done recently based on TikTok was, I cook rice with coconut oil. And because it reduces the insulin spike. And also, only a small portion of it is done, then I refrigerate it so it's cold. And then I'll have it the next day because then we have cold rice and it's also cold exactly. So things like that. So using this knowledge, then I put it into the application. Bounce back, because definitely there will be bad days, and which was 3 weeks ago, I went on the weighing scale. I felt confident. After I went on the weighing scale, I sort of swore for 5 minutes, but then I bounced back and said, never mind. My jeans feel looser, so that's a better measurement than weighing scale.
Can you bounce forward?
Okay. So my action plans are already in place. I have a PT coach, a consistent nutritionist, and also self-regulation. Okay. So, any thoughts to help me get to my September 1st goal?
You can do it.
Thank you. Cheers.
My thoughts here are is your root cause for gaining weight or having the weight solely based on lack of movement and nutrition, or are there other factors that are contributing to it that can be addressed to accelerate the weight loss?
Very good. So I put my additional weight to be bad eating habits previously, and also lack of exercise because a lot of my work is on the computer. Okay, so sedentary kind of work. But I would say most of this is the choices of food that I had before. Only had a nutritionist to think about 2 years ago after the heart attack that we got one. And then you start learning to read labels properly, you start making better choices, and it was helpful to have something. For example, I used to eat a lot of chips. So whether I'm full or not, it's just a habit that when you watch a movie, you must have chips. And then the nutritionist controlled, okay? So it was interesting because when you control certain food that come into your system, after a while the craving drops. And now it moved from every 2 days I must have a savory chip to every 2 or 3 days, half a packet. One day I could sit down and finish a whole Ruffles. Now it's like half, 1/4. Now it goes like weeks and I don't feel like it. I don't have to have it. Or I make better choices. Oh, okay, I feel like having something, then I take fruits. So bad eating habits that we hear, I'm hoping to reverse that now with better knowledge of food and also eating. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Exercise-wise, I need to do more. Just before puasa, we picked up walking again, but because of this weather and also puasa now, I stopped that for a while. Yes.
Okay, yes, smart goals.
Yes.
Smart.
Okay.
Specific.
Measurable. Okay.
Did you share your action steps?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So any other?
And relevant.
So, thank you very much for your support and also your questions to clarify further.
Yeah.
Right, who would like to go first?
Yeah, go lah.
I did the sign, the cue. Okay, my goal was I am earning at least 5 years from speaking and training engagements by the end of June 2024. So here I mentioned just now the strengths that I'm using with my creativity
Because that seems to be a thing.
I think my spotlight is under learned behavior, so which is very true. My entire life, spotlight has never been a thing. I can walk into the room and I will walk out.
See, even if your spotlight is a learned behavior, but look at your strengths and also your unrealized. There must be something there that is about communication, which is like narrator or what's the other one? The strengths about talking also. There must be. Because even if they are another version of it.
Yeah. So your top strength of feedback, right? Yeah, evaluation.
That's community, right?
You will draw everybody's attention when you start opening your mouth to give the feedback, because we know that you give good feedback, good quality feedback, and we want to listen.
I have a question. For your goal of achieving 5,000 per month, why is spotlight important?
Visibility, because I put my obstacle as visibility. Like people know me, but also a lot of people don't know me, or they know me but they don't know what I do, or they don't know what is my specialty, or they equate my specialty or compare my specialty to another person who has a different approach.
Okay.
So that is like the external factor, and then like market competition. Those are the two external, or three lah actually. The other one would be, like I mentioned, the lack of understanding of what I offer.
So you've done another study of your price competitiveness, your offerings in comparison to others, your qualifications, and still to you, it's still you are not recognized enough for you to secure jobs.
So there's another one. Obstacle people here.
Looking at your post, mine sounds like Chinese.
Well done.
No, okay, to help you get more value out of today's session and your understanding, we haven't done your debrief yet, but your concern about not having the strength of spotlight seems and sounds to me like it weighs you down a lot, right? And in the study of strengths, we are not to focus on our learned behaviors and our weaknesses. Why? Because it drains our energy. We do not want to live our life always compensating and finding energy from other sources so that we boost ourselves up just to use that strength, which is draining us. Yeah. So as someone has mentioned, actually we are encouraged in the study of strengths, in strengths profile. You have your two green quadrants, right? Your realized strength. So which are the closest strengths that doesn't drain you, that in fact energizes you, that is closest to spotlight, that you can use to boost your visibility. So we are meant to learn to shift from our learned behaviors and weaknesses into the green zone, so that you can boost your visibility by being a fantastic evaluator, a fantastic commenter on other people's performance and give feedback. Shift into what you have, narrative skills, I'm sure. You have your creativity skills, right? Your content writing. Shift into that. Go more into that, because you don't get drained, you won't get tired. The more you do, the better you become. You're going to be a genius level at those ranks.
So no matter what, already you are outstanding at the end.
Correct.
Become a spotlight.
That is how you boost your visibility, not by spotlight, because that spotlight, it drains you.
Yeah.
So don't aim for spotlight at all. And you can start deleting backspace. Saya tak ada spotlight ba?
Yeah. Masih lari.
It doesn't serve you.
That was the one I was getting, that's why I was curious
Yes.
about that.
Yes.
That was what I was trying to explain.
Yes. That's why I'm the stress coach.
Okay. So with that, I also changed action plan in my head. Already changed. So I guess resources. So that one. I think also one of it is lack of understanding and. Okay, resources is I have the knowledge, I have the credentials, I have the platform, I have the modules, I even have all the tools lah.
See, you have.
I have.
But you're focusing on things that you don't have.
Okay, so that this one peer review.
So what would your new, would it be rewarded now? Is there a rewarding of your goal? Is that your
Yes, no, the action plan. I changed.
You're so excited for her.
So action plan is first I wrote like identify gap and all that. I know that's not my strength, so this is what like this one need to do. So I skipped to number 3 here. So I have 2 lah that I can use. One is to be to create more like content, because I do the podcast and I enjoy doing the podcast and that, and I think I have discovered an enjoyment in doing TikTok also. TikTok videos, I tried it last year to just do talking stuff, just sharing knowledge and whatever questions or things that I like the feedback part lah. So people ask questions, feedback that I can also use that as a point of sharing.
You're doing that in Australia, you were already talking about stuff.
And now, that was what I was doing then. But then when I got back to KK, then KK consumed me.
Okay.
Which was one of the obstacles here, distraction. So my time is always like used up by other people, allowed to be used by other people or other needs and wants. So the action plan is that lah. So thank you very much for pointing out the many amazingness that I can do.
You've already got the resources.
Yeah. And all the resources, and I have started a little bit like the Go Digital ASEAN as part of sharing the knowledge and getting also feedback, because feedback not just giving but also receiving.
I really admire the fact that you asked for it. Yeah, the Go Digital ASEAN.
Because everything in my life I have to ask for it. It doesn't just
Good. You don't ask, you don't get. I was very impressed when you told me that you asked for it to be a speaker for that program.
the award also I asked.
Good. Good for you. Yeah.
I was in denial and was hoping that people will recognize me for me, but clearly that doesn't happen. So
You know, that's a very, very normal thing for all women across the world. Globally, we always think we will be seen, and the men never see. So you have to ask.
Just like
We never think.
yeah, just like if there's because for me, like, okay, I expected, but also like if there is an opportunity to I guess it's that expectation that I had to manage also to get through this one. It's just a matter of like just do it. My action plan is just 98.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Just notice there's an Excalibur.
I know, I was looking at it like I wanted to say something, but then like nanti lah after the
I want to take a picture later in the Excalibur.
Exactly, right?
Cool. So is it me?
Yes, it is now you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Goal. I have registered to be a certified training needs analyst by 1st December 2024. Okay. Obstacle. Time. Busy with daily commitments. Two. Don't know which month works. Number 3. I don't even know. Obstacle. Resources. Okay. Do I have the money for this? 2. Ask Bruce D. How much is this?
That's action plan or resources.
Can you do it? Isn't it resources? Bruce D is a resource. Yeah. And then resources also ask for support from team members so that can manage time better. Because time management can busy with daily commitments. So strengths, adventure. Yes. Of course. Yes. Because yes. Time optimizer. Yes. So time management lah. Number 3, planner. So plan ahead. Number 4, prevention. So whatever can be prevented, prevent. Okay. Action. Find out how much this is.
Yeah. Sometimes like the immediate steps are so easy, so
Exactly.
simple. Yeah.
Exactly. Number 2, look into which month you can do this. Number 3, ask Rusdi and ask team members from RS for support when it's time to do this.
You haven't put down an institution that delivers this?
Rusdi.
Yeah.
Oh, he trains it?
That is
He does this.
Okay.
excess IQs.
Just don't know how much it is.
Okay.
Yes, but they do it, and it's like a 3-day thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just last 2 days promotion. Yes, that's it. Done. Finished.
So what's the comment from your peers? I think it's very clear.
I'm still hung up on the fact that she put a sign up for the course. Because the
I
sign
have registered.
registered.
Yes.
Her goal is to register. She didn't say complete.
Yes, that's why I'm hung up there lah. It's
Why?
like
It's one of
Because once I register, I finish the one.
registered does not necessarily mean it finish to me lah, you know.
Oh, to me, yes.
Yeah.
That's why I said to me
So
lah.
different interpretation of language.
So what is the difference if I said I finished or I completed and I received my certification? Would there be a difference?
Tidak tahu. Because for me,
goal 1
dia sudah siap.
That is goal 1B.
For the win for me is I have registered. That's the win.
Okay, but you see lah, if I graduated, I've received my certificate. Then one of the steps is I need to register step 1. To me lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
That's your interpretation.
my interpretation lah.
Because we know as coaches that what works for one person
Understand. I'm just. You won't
Understand.
ask, ma. Ask what I said.
Yes.
How you know what?
Sorry, no attack. Just counter pointing again. Okay. Right. Thank you. Let's do
Sorry.
This chair is killing me, sir.
Okay. I will go according with the timer.
Yeah.
Right, we have another 7 minutes to finish up and wrap up. Feedback and review. So I would like to hear from all of you what you have received from the past 4 hours. And just let me know your thoughts in this safe space. We can put this together with Q&A as well if you have any questions on any of the points that any of the segments we covered. And then I'll go through a summary. So hit me with it.
So
What
from
do you
his training program,
Yes.
yes. Now I realize I have another goal.
You have another goal.
Yeah. Because this training needs analyst was not part of my 2024 goal. However, in my wish list for this year is to learn new things. So this is something in line now. That's what I realized.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Any other feedback?
Although in short 4 hours, there's a few things, new things I learned as well. So very beneficial day today.
Thank you. Would you like to be specific a little bit? One example? What is one new thing that you
One of 5 families, the 5 families,
family?
yes, and also applying the strengths in the goal. And how I should not use the negative examples in training.
us in our trainings.
We meet us.
We meet us, yeah. People like us are doing Marachao.
What else do you feel like saying?
I say yeah, you like it.
I realized that I need to shift my focus and perspective. I realized, and I need to just do it. It's my
What we do
in terms of what you learned? Okay. I would strongly suggest that you take your action plan and review and refine it to be clearer on, number one, your goal. Whatever you've written is just the start of the journey. Whether you want to, refine it to how it sounds, which is effectively motivational and inspirational for you to take action on. So that is one step, and that action plan should cover that, right? Then this is 7 steps. Remember, review your goal, your SMART goal, and then I will jump to probably the last one, the action steps. The 3 action steps. Going out the door, what is the first thing that you think you can do towards achieving the goal that you set? Okay, that's after this. Okay, very nice. Any other question? Okay, good. So, summary and closing. Here is a very quick summary in point form what we've covered today. The icebreaker, you remember what we did for icebreaker?
Identify other people's strengths.
Yes.
Strength spotting.
Strength spotting, exactly. Was that fun?
Yes.
Did you learn something from that?
Yes.
What?
It's good to know your strength.
Yes, that it feels good to when other people tell you your strengths. You might have guessed it before, suspected it before, but when you hear it, it feels different. Yeah, validated. Yes, excellent. So in module 1, then we covered some history of positive psychology and the science of strengths. Also the benefits of strength study and living a strengths-based life. We also covered the 60 strengths definitions. We read all 60 together. We also help you identify your top 5 strengths that you believe are your top 5 strengths. Okay. Cool? Did anything stand out from module 1, sorry? Or any of you? What's one thing you are going to take away from module 1?
That there are 16 ways to define the strengths.
Yes. Actually, strengths profile used to have, I believe it was 124. Wow. Yeah, and then they narrowed it down some more. Okay, good. Then module 2, we covered reasons to set goals. If you don't set goals, what does your life look like? Okay. We went through the SMART framework, and we helped you to craft your goal according to the SMART framework, and we help you to declare it amongst yourselves. What is a takeaway that you might be having?
Mindset shift.
Mindset shift. Excellent. Shift from what to what?
From thinking that goals is just goals to that goals actually can set your life.
Yeah,
It's not just a book.
It's a pathway, a clearer pathway, and helping us know tomorrow I wake up, what is the next thing I need to do?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
And by setting the goals, you also know who you are better. Things like
And are you living to your strengths?
Yeah, correct.
Because if you're living to your strengths, it really is a more joyful life.
Yeah. Another thing I realized during module 2 was how privileged are we to be humans? Because we not a lot of people have the time or the resources, the access to information like this.
We are all very privileged. In module 3, we went through how you can understand your strengths better, and how to tell a story about your strengths. Yeah, those are, the more you practice the storytelling about your strengths, the more you can live the strengths-based life.
Yeah, true. That's also what I realized. I need to write down going into the strengths, what happened. Yeah, I need to write down. This can really help you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be it in a humorous way,
Correct.
telling a story.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving
You can write a book about it.
Write a book.
I know a group that does a book event and they help you write books, you know.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I think I know that.
Okay, we also covered in module 3 the 7 strategies, right? 7 strengths and strategies of how you can take your strengths and apply it into your goal setting. Okay? Right. Any takeaway from that?
The peer review is important because sometimes you're in your head and it shortens the view of your goals and also your action plans, right? Just a quick one just now also, it immediately changed how I approach the goal.
Yeah.
It's interesting that she finds peer review as a good point, a good matter, because one of the strengths is feedback.
Correct.
Top strengths, yeah. Which peer review was good. Like this way to me.
Yeah.
Didn't mean much.
Yeah. So this is similar to, you've heard of the love languages, the 5 love languages, right? So for example, for my late mom, she is her love language to express her love for other people is to cook for them.
Acts of service.
Acts of service, right? But that's not how she wants to receive love.
Correct.
So if I cook for her, it doesn't mean anything.
So what's her receive?
Words of encouragement, acknowledgement,
Affirmation.
affirmations. Yeah, that's how she wanted to receive love. And so my realization from that was, our love language one way, giving doesn't mean we want the same thing receiving.
True.
So your strength of giving feedback may not be what you want
To receive.
to receive. You need something else to receive to feel validated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Cool.
you know it?
Realizing it as we go through.
Oh, you realize it today?
Slowly. It was pointed out, I think, by Hanaa before that
I mentioned this before.
that I enjoy giving feedback, but also part of it is me receiving feedback.
But so you're loving and giving same.
For
Receiving. I mean love.
for love language different.
Different.
Yeah, love language different. Like for the giving, I like
Gifting.
I enjoy giving
No wonder.
service.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I give random gifts.
For you to receive?
I don't like receiving gifts.
So like
Unless you know.
So what do you like?
Words of affirmation.
Acts of service.
Acts of service.
Yeah. So if someone does something unexpectedly that I need or paid attention, basically to me it means they paid attention.
Right.
Yeah.
They see.
Yeah, they see, to be seen.
10 more minutes left for my
just as a reminder, the learning outcomes that we started with this morning are only these three to understand what personal strengths are. And do you feel that you now understand?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. To understand the benefits of using strengths at work, or specifically on how to apply it to getting your goals successfully, right? And creating a professional personal goal with a SMART goal framework incorporating your personal strengths. Have we done that?
Yes.
Yes, we have. So those are the learning outcomes for today. And this is my parting slide. Thank you very much for spending the time with me. I love saying this to people. When everyone performs to their own strengths, we all share the best of ourselves to make the world a better place. Okay? Thank you very much.
Don't forget to fill up the feedback form and attendance, yes?
Yes.